Thorgrim, you suddenly awaken in a bar filled with merriment and cheer and the smell of ale hitting your nostrils. You're not entirely sure how you got here, but currently the only person near you is Mark, who is also presently blue screening.
Yeah, he just came back, so.
Okay. Jay is back, so he seems to snap out of his blue screen.
Windows startup noise.
Ding, 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 ding.
Speaking of, Mark, the reason you were in your comatose state, you were actually in a very long conversation with Tempest, who projected your soul into the astral plane so that he could get a better look over you. And he unlocked one of your repressed functions to ensure that you continue functioning as optimally as possible. And I have sent you an ability in Discord that you are now free to look at.
Wait.
New ability unlocked. For
Mark.
Observation.
No, I know. I was just gonna say for blank reason.
Observation. It appears that I have gained access to a new ability. I will use it to destroy all of the meat bags as programmed.
What?
I will kill everything with a lower IQ than Tempest.
Fuck.
As such, everything must die.
Alright.
You are free to explain this ability to others if you feel the desire, or you can keep it secret. It is entirely up to you. But what are you and Thorgrim doing?
I guess Mark will look over and say, hello, Thorgrim.
Good, what time is it?
It looks like it may be nearing nighttime since there's a lot of people in this bar.
Yeah.
It's weird. I was talking to Ramiel, and then as I was heading back, I just blacked out for some reason.
Yeah, no, I think during my, while I was in sentry mode, my Tempest talked to me for a long time, and I guess I lost track of time, so.
Oh, you were talking to the dragon. What do you have to say?
I guess they decided to look over my circuits and whatnot, and seeing what they can do. They did something, so.
You feeling any better, or like upgraded or something?
A little bit.
Oh.
Let me ask you a question. Do you know of anyone that can use electricity?
Back home.
You know, what's his name? Tauntaun can use electricity.
Oh, like in terms of spell stuff.
Mm-hmm. Or anything electrical.
Oh, yeah, Tauntaun can fire lightning bolts out of his fingers. It's kind of cool.
Good. And he'll just go over and sit down.
Okay. Is Mark the only person that I know in the area that I can see?
You also see Tauntaun currently playing an accordion in front of a fire.
I would like to mention Tauntaun is an average Joe mode.
You know it's Tauntaun because of the accordion.
Yeah, because that's the flaccid piano that he keeps mentioning.
Not to mention
it's a classic piano that looks horribly complicated.
Not only that, but his two minions are following him. You also recognize Squib, who seems to be trying his best to not be seen.
Oh, they're actually following him now?
You
For the
didn't
longest time, they were just sat there, in the corner.
Yeah, they sat there vibing, but that was mostly because I was lazy at the time and didn't want to make them follow you.
Is there a place where I could just, grab a beer and sit by Tauntaun?
I mean, you know that you'd have to go to the bar in order to grab one.
And he seems to just hand them out like crazy.
Alright, well, I'm gonna quickly saunter my way past a whole bunch of pirates somehow. Still don't know where the hell I am. And...
You're in a bar.
Well, duh, but where?
Placing.
And without you saying a word, as soon as you get to the bar, just a big pint of ale is just set in front of you. No questions asked. He didn't even wait for you to order.
Shit. Thanks.
Uh-huh.
I'll,
I love how it seems like I'm the only person that is pink, man.
I'm gonna, while drinking said pint, I'm gonna plop on this chair next to Tauntaun.
Roll a con save with advantage.
Sweet.
Alright. So, as you take a sip of this ain't your average Joe Schmo ale, as you feel a humongous kick to it. You can almost literally taste the alcohol.
Whoa. This is the strong shit. Damn.
Like, it tastes like it's 99% alcohol.
Holy
Jesus.
fuck.
No wonder why I was so fucked up.
99. Good fucking god.
It's like I'm drinking, like, rubbing alcohol. Eh. Oh well.
Smoking like a
had
true
worse.
alcoholic.
I've had worse.
I've had worse. This ain't dwarven shit. I've had worse. I'm gonna, while drinking this almost pure alcohol, I'm gonna plot next to Tauntaun and go, "What's up?"
Or if you said anything, we did not hear you.
I simply said accordion noises.
Ah. I'll just sit and watch him while he does accordion noises and, you know, sort of side eye occasionally at Patterson because, you know, skeleton.
Every time
Save skeleton.
Every time you side eye him, you just see him suddenly begin shaking, almost as if he's excited.
Oh crap.
Like you swear that every time you look at him, you hear him going, like just holding back his excitement.
Can I insight check an undead thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, he's sentient enough to speak.
Well, kinda.
Form coherent-ish sentence.
He seems to be excited because he's in such a large gathering of people.
Oh, that's kind of cute.
Alright, so with Adelsar Day Hubert Jubilee, what y'all doing?
I think last time we were actually discussing our options. After, you know, getting everyone into the room and all that.
Alright. No fun police aside. So, are we really gonna go with the guy we were told not to trust?
No, we're not going with him. I don't think that would be a wise idea.
Then
Instead,
why did you agree to his thing?
because I was sick. Mainly to try and get, in case that any of his people were thinking of, I don't know, aiming to attack us here and now rather than waiting until we were on the boat. With what we were told, the pirates are only going to attack us if they are paid more by someone else. Therefore, going with the cheapest option is probably not the wisest move.
Not only that, but the person we're trying to escape can outbid us at any time.
Exactly. The only reason they haven't done so is because they don't know we're here. So, I say...
Did any of us ever talk to him about where our plans to go this way?
No, I don't believe we did.
I dare not mention his name just in case.
He who must not be named.
Either way.
Oh, in this setting.
Tsar.
Jor, while they're doing the conversation, can Mark kind of just look around, see if he sees anything that looks like it's like out of place or anything like that?
Roll a perception.
I mean, we're a pirate town full of pirates. How much more in place things get?
You look around, and everything looks like it's supposed to be where it is supposed to be. You can also tell by the amount of litter on the floor, there are no invisible creatures here because there is absolutely no way anybody can walk through this place without kicking a bottle, a bucket, something. So you safely assume there's nobody currently trying to sneak around.
Okay. Let's go over here then. Plop down across from what's his name?
Squib.
With
Squib. You see Squib
also,
kind
they can continue the conversation. I don't want to interrupt them, so.
Okay.
Where were we? Oh yeah. Nonetheless, I think going with Galewind would be a better option.
Yeah, which one is that?
The Drow.
Oh, sorry, I was busy distracting the other one before I got distracted by the hot tiefling.
I believe her name was Ava.
Yes, Ava Galewind. It was
Well, it seems
7
like the person we're supposed to avoid's in charge around here.
Yes,
You
he's
think?
the Pirate King.
Do you think Poe knew that?
Probably.
Highly unlikely.
Why's that?
Well, if he knew that Rodriguez was a pirate king, he would have informed us. Most likely, something has shifted since Poe Masters was here.
Yeah, not only that, but the fact that if he told us to avoid him and he's like the most known figure around here, that would be impossible to avoid.
Were I to fathom a guess at the time that whatever happened between the two of them happened, Rodriguez was not as high on the ladder, so to speak, as he is now.
Makes sense.
Nonetheless, he has received a lot of respect from the people around him.
Again, you gotta ask what changed, and we unfortunately can't ask that question.
Not him.
Maybe you can ask Galewind about that then.
Yes, but later. For the time being, we should let the others know the plan. The price would be 7 gold per night when going 2.5 weeks. So that would be around...
If they were going with 2 weeks, it'd be about 140, but since 2.5.
No. 2 weeks would be 200. No. Yeah. I don't know. I can't do math. Approximately 160.
Oh, sorry, I was thinking of 20 days. I apologize. I did my math wrong.
But either way, if we split that between us, that should be 160 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
It'd be about
7.
100 and it'll be 9 for 14 days. It's 99 gold. I'm gonna assume he's gonna round up to 100. So if you add another 3 days, 4 days on top of that, that'd be about 121 gold.
So 121 gold divided by between us, that'd be 30 gold from each of us.
Again, that's assuming, of course, he rounds up. It could just be 120. But even then, that's also assuming that's not per person, too.
Galewind never mentioned. Well, Henderson never mentioned per person.
Yeah. Might be prudent to ask the terms if you're going to go that route, or because it seems like you've already possibly settled in with that one, and I don't think it's a good idea to double cross. If you're gonna change your mind, now would be the time to tell him.
Probably.
There's more business. Well, I mean, it depends on who you want to do business with. If you do want to go with him, because again, if he doesn't know who we know, then he could just be on his way. When he'll just take us there, we'll just forget about it.
I'd rather not test that.
Yeah, of course. My preference is possibly someone who doesn't really care too much about the money, but does it to get by. You know what I mean?
That would be Ava.
That seems like the safer choice then.
Alright then.
Which means the tiefling there might need a distraction in case she wants to try to poach business or make a scene.
Adel just looks to Jubilee. Fine, just don't drink yourself under the bar again.
And if you do, make sure we're not watching.
If you want to have sex with someone, do it while sober. And she walks off.
But that's not the fun time.
Well, I'm kind of sad they've given up on me.
Don hasn't given up. Just remember to invite him.
No, you're the one who's pushing this narrative.
I'm aiding and abetting.
Yep. So I will go back to the other tiefling, and while Adelsarde does her thing, you know, keeping her occupied. I'll let the other guys do their thing, unless you want me to be weird again.
Alright. Mark, as you sit down in front of Squib, you just kind of see him just constantly looking over at the group of people and then like quickly putting his head down. He seems like he's desperately trying not to get noticed.
Are you okay?
No, I don't like being in groups of people because, you know, goblins. People don't like goblins.
Well, why should you care?
Well, when basically all of the goblins are feral creatures who will happily explode themselves to try and kill you, it makes it to where people want to kill you first.
Well, are you feral?
No.
Do you have any bombs on you?
Maximus says I shouldn't answer that question.
Huh? Well,
I have been
if you're not,
a legal representative, but the answer is no sponsors.
Maybe.
well, if you're not feral and people notice that, I mean, I can mostly notice it by how you look and how you act that you're not feral, then no one should really have anything to worry about.
You would think that, but people treat goblins along the lines of kill on sight.
And how many people here do you think have noticed that you're a goblin?
Hopefully none of them.
I'm willing to bet all of them have,
not a
they just don't
goblin?
care.
He makes a so-so hand motion to this.
Like I said, if most people are smart. I know most like we run a pirate town. Most people are smart and are able to see that you're not doing anything hostile. Then you're fine. It's your choice if you don't want to interact with anyone, but I don't think you have anything to be worried about. And if anything does happen, then you got all of us to take care of you, okay?
Oh, you bet your sweet Bippy I'm not going to go interact with anybody.
That's fair. I don't think I should either. I don't know if people take kindly to giant suits of metal approaching them.
I don't even know.
He just kind of shrugs to this.
Do you want anything to drink at least?
No.
You seem unsure of yourself.
Well, just judging by how loopy the she, he says, pointing over to Jubilee, got from drinking a couple of them, I don't think I would be very good to drink this.
Okay, what about something to eat at least?
I got rations, things like that. I'm okay.
I'm gonna go get you some actual food. He'll just get up and start walking away.
You don't have to do that. I probably.
What do you mean? He ate a fucking hero's breakfast the other day. He eats real food.
Well, I guess I'll walk up to the counter and just say, "Can I have some food, please?"
As you're in the middle of saying this, a mug of ale is set in front of you. It is not optional whether you take it. And he will then set a bowl of piping hot stew in front of you as well, before he looks at you and goes, I didn't know folk like ye ate.
Oh no, it's not for me. It's for a friend.
He just shrugs to this. This seems good enough for him as he goes back to working.
Don't care.
Yeah,
You're
Mark
getting
Mark will take the L and kind of more or less push it over to the person next to him and take the bowl of stew and walk away.
Okay, as you slide it
Oh,
over,
look, booze.
as you slide it over to Cadence, she goes, "Oh, if only you were fleshy, I'd give you a good time for this."
Mark will turn around and be like, "I don't know what that means."
Oh, you poor innocent summer child.
I don't think they're aware of that kind of reproduction.
Beep boop.
But it doesn't mean they don't vibrate.
Made in a factory. We aren't taught about sex. We're taught about how to put bolts and nuts together.
I was
And I'm not trying to give her a mind
I'm
that's
sorry,
okay.
I'm sorry. You're not familiar with male and female end? I'm talking about bolts, of course.
You have the bolt, she has the nut.
I was built with rods and nuts.
Bill, Mark will come over and sit down and slide the stew over to him.
Thanks. You didn't have to do this though.
It's fine. It was no problem. If anything, I figured you should at least be able to actually enjoy food if you just don't want to interact with people.
He begins eating quietly and just falls a little quiet while doing so. It seems he doesn't know what to talk about now.
Okay, so what did you do before, everything?
That's a very complicated question.
Did you do any work? Were you an adventurer? Like, start a day?
Well, well, I used to go around with Maximus, and just trying to make sure that he didn't get into any situation that he couldn't get out of. I wouldn't say he was.
So you were a mediator of sorts.
I guess. I'm not particularly good at fighting or talking, really anything. That was what Maximus was for. I just made sure that he didn't rush into anything without fully thinking about the ramifications.
Yeah, that's pretty much a mediator. You're able to calm people down and look at things from a very straightforward point of view of where something's a good idea or a bad idea.
Yeah, and Maximus's clan used to protect our clan from other more hostile goblins and dragonborn and kobolds and lizard folk, everything. And there was this one lizard folk who more or less eradicated both his and my clan. Then he killed Maximus, and he's killed me like 13 times. It's not fun.
The fuck?
How are... Wait,
How
so
are you
you're
still alive?
you not able to die?
Oh, no, he says, and you see him get this just mile-long yard stare where he just seems to be recounting his entire past before he shakes his head and goes, yeah, I don't know what happened, but when Maximus died, his soul kind of fused with mine, and now I can't die. Ever.
Goddamn warlocks.
I don't think he's a warlock.
Sounds
He
like
is.
it's...
He is a warlock.
No, he is?
Would Mark know that? Because he's technically a warlock himself, and he knows about George, too, so...
He sounds like a warlock.
Like, for the longest time, I just thought he was an Echo Knight.
So Mark will just... So...
That sounded like an Echo Knight, but yeah.
So Mark will say, so you're some type of warlock, then?
I guess? He says, kinda shrugging to this. I mean, that would technically make Maximus my patron, but... Is that how that works? He says, and it looks like he's just looking up at nothing. But he goes, Maximus doesn't know either.
Well, with different types of patrons, mine being my... I believe most patrons have some type of connection to who they give their powers to. So, for example, with George, his is his mother, obviously, and she is an angel. So that's their connection. He gets power from her. With me, it's apparently my creator, who made me. So I draw power from him somehow.
Looks
And I'm
like
guessing
Tom-
for...
I fucked my way into it.
I'm guessing for you, since you and Maximus seem to have a bond, it was so strong that it turned him into your patron and granted you some type of ability to not die.
At this, you just see Squib just look up and goes, of everything you could give me, why this one?
Ouch.
I believe it's probably because he cares about you a lot, that he doesn't want you to suffer, you know, what he did. That would be at least my guess.
Judging by the look on his face, your guess is as good as his, because he doesn't fucking know.
Could be something subconsciously, like breathing. For example, I don't really think about doing this, and he'll just summon up like a small portal and pull out like a short sword or something, or like a long sword.
Yeah.
I can kind of just do this without really having to think about it. It's not really something I want to do or have to do. It's just something I can do. And he'll put it back away. Maybe.
Yeah.
Have you ever tried like experimenting with what you guys could do?
I mean, I can kinda sorta do magic. Not good magic, but magic.
I mean, what kind?
I can make things grow.
I mean, that's a good one. Has it been?
Let it grow!
Have you always had that power? Or did it come after Maximus was bound?
It came several years after Maximus died.
Okay. Is it as if you are capable of maybe doing more than just being able to come back to life and growing? You just need to, you know, find what it is. I'll help.
I appreciate it, I guess, but I guess we'll just have to wait and see.
Don't worry, I've been trained in all different types of ways. We can figure something out.
Okay. He then goes back to eating quietly, as he seems to be pondering everything you said.
He'll just let him eat and kind of just keep looking around.
Alright, Edelsor Day.
Alright. Ada will walk over to Raquel. Raquel Rodriguez. I don't know why I thought. Oh, it's because there's someone called Raquel Rodriguez or Gonzalez. It's whatever.
Wow, mixing up your king of names, huh?
Yes.
Okay. He looks over to you as he smokes from his pipe, and as he exhales, you see the smoke turn into a raven before it flies to the ceiling and just poofs into smoke.
Neat trick.
I appreciate that.
She
I am
nods.
a showman of sorts.
I see. Well, unfortunately, I have to say I considered our deal a bit more. I will have to back out of it.
He just gives a slow shrug to this and goes, very well.
Alright. She then turns and starts heading along.
He doesn't stop you as you head off.
Nope. You go.
In fact,
She
he
goes.
doesn't even seem bothered that you don't want to ride with him anymore.
Well, that makes things easier for me. Anderson?
Ah, hello then. I believe you said it was Angel Sarday, correct?
Yes. And she looks over to Gale to see if she's still unconscious.
Ava. Ava.
Yeah, Ava Galewind.
You said Gale.
Yes.
If you're not gonna allow them to call you nicknames, you can't call them nicknames.
Okay. She looks over to Ava.
She currently has her head down. You see 3 more mugs of ale that were not there previously that are now empty.
Again.
Is there a reason why she's drinking so much?
It's a vice.
I see.
She's not depressed, she's just an alcoholic.
So, she isn't depressed, she is just an alcoholic.
Correct.
I see.
We're not supposed to say that out loud.
I was thinking it.
Let's be real here. Sometimes it can be both.
Either way, I believe we're going to be riding with you. And
Very generous of you.
I wouldn't consider it generous.
You are paying us a fairly high price, are you not?
It is a price willing to be paid.
Then you're being generous.
I suppose if you want to look at it that way. She then looks over to the pirates. So, which of these people here are in your crew?
Here, none of them.
Are they on your ship?
No.
Then where are they?
You need not worry about anything along those lines. Just know that our ship will be able to run at full speed for your price.
Can I roll an insight on that?
Yeah.
They not have a kid.
He doesn't want to tell you about his alleged crew.
Is there a reason why you're not telling me about the crew?
Because we don't have one.
What? You don't have a crew.
We do not.
You give up so easily.
So is the ship that small, or?
No, it's a fairly large. It is a fairly large ship. There will be plenty of space for you and your compatriots.
Why don't you have a crew?
We cannot afford them.
Adol thanks for a bit, before nodding. I see. Alright then.
But, as I have said, our ship will have absolutely no issues going without said crew.
That explains why the prices are so expensive. You
We
don't
have
even
to-
have a crew.
We have to earn coin to pay a crew.
What happened?
Not gonna lie.
Oh. What happened that left you in such a state?
It's less it left us in a state. We are fairly new to this. is the best way that I can express it.
I thought she was a pirate.
Already overlord.
I thought
She
she
is a
was a
pirate.
pirate lord.
She is a pirate lord.
But in order to become a pirate lord, you need a following and enough power in order to gain the title.
Or other means.
Other means? Such as?
Taking out another pirate lord, or taking out a High Templar.
A high tech.
Oh no!
Please, explain to me, what is a High Templar?
There's a religious city to the west that has a tendency to send crusades via land and sea, and they do not take kindly to pirates.
What is this city called?
I do not. I don't know, nor do I care.
Why the Hold on. Hold on. My brain is working. Why would they?
If there was only a safe haven.
But why would the Haven send crusades again? No, it
It's
can't
not
be.
Haven.
Yeah, it's not Haven. Haven's not going to send a crusade.
Also, he said wet.
Yeah, Haven's to the... Wait, never... Yeah, Haven's...
Haven is not the most westward city.
Okay.
Okay, it's most westward. That's a different situation.
This man said to the west.
Yeah, he did say to the
Bingo.
west.
He
That's where the confusion lies.
It's actually southwest of where you all are, but he was referring to the most western point of the continent.
It'll
Hell, I
nod
have
for...
no directions.
It'll nod for a bit before unfurling the map. Can you point it out on this, please?
Oh.
Not a very good map you have here.
Mapping. Yes, we know.
Here. That's... Wait, no. Isn't that... No, that's not
No.
where Zardak lives. Zardak lives here. Wait.
It's probably just some religious zealots.
No. Hold on. Am I misremembering? Zardak
Yeah.
does... I am misremembering, okay.
Ardak has a vampire country and one other country.
I see. Alright. That's interesting. And then she looks to Galewind. So which did she defeat? A Pirate Lord or a Templar?
We killed a Templar who was attempting to arrest Cadence.
Attempting? How well did
see-
that go for him?
You see her over at the bar, do you not?
I do.
And were it not for us, she would not be here.
Interesting. Alright.
Then you hear Ava go, "Cook that fucker in his armor too."
Fire spells?
She can scald one's armor.
Good old cooking book.
Interesting.
Cooking book!
Well then. So, would it be possible to see your ship now?
I do not see why not. Just allow me to get Ava to a room beforehand.
Of course.
Without me here to prevent her from getting rash, she would likely start a bar fight.
Our fights are healthy.
Adel very slowly nods. I understand.
Indy, you're no fun.
Handy?
She likes to call me Indy.
Right.
I would not recommend you repeating that, by the way.
I do not usually call people by nicknames. Though, why not?
He then just nods his head towards her, and without you realizing it, you did utter his nickname, and you look and you see Ava staring at you with bloody murder as she has a flintlock aimed at you.
mine.
Adel looks down the barrel of the gun. This seems familiar for some reason.
Henderson will then just slowly reach over, ease the flintlock down before standing up, and says, "I'll be back very shortly."
Something tells me that we have a bit of a mirror situation on our hands now.
What do you mean? We had that since the beginning.
No, but now there's yet another two that do the exact same thing.
All right,
We agree.
wait, Adelsarday, yes.
Yeah, she's just watching her go. It's like, why did that look feel so familiar? Can't put my finger on it.
All right, Jubilee, what you doing?
Like I said, I've been keeping my pirate counterpart preoccupied.
What are you saying?
Sario's gone. I had to get a hold of myself.
Ah, are you telling me the paladin over there went and killed your buzz?
Unfortunately, after all, a goody two-shoes has to be goody two-shoes.
She then puts her fingers in her mouth and whistles very loudly as 2 more mugs of ale are dropped in front of you.
Mother of mercy.
Gonna undo all that good shit right now.
But I'm pretty sure you'd rather have someone get a hold of you right now.
Not before you drink.
Drunk sex is the best thing.
Oh, okay, but don't blame me if a Boy Scout comes back.
Oh, I have ways of making sure he can't catch us. And who knows, I might be able to get him to join.
I'm morbidly curious just to see how she'll pull that one off, actually.
Anyway, roll a con save.
Yeah, I had a feeling that was coming. I'm just morbidly curious at this point. What am I doing?
Con save.
Nope.
No. You go back for round 2 only to remember that they more or less swept you under the rug the first time and you are buzzed again.
Tastes like kerosene. Ooh. Just gives a little shiver.
Better, she says, smiling. I don't want you to forget everything, but people are more limber when they're buzzed.
To be fair, you missed my performance. I'm pretty limber without it.
Which means this will be even more fun.
I am really curious to see how you trick a paladin into this, but I'll let you do your thing.
Adelsarday, around the time you feel a sudden urge to murder someone behind you, you see Henderson walk back up.
Yep. Sorry. For some reason, Adel's eyes are red, but she just calmly looks to Anderson. Hello.
That seems familiar.
Shall we be going?
Yes, let's.
I assume he will be joining us as well, he says, pointing to Hubert.
Of course.
I thought so. He's been following you around all night.
Adel
Let's go.
nods.
He begins walking.
She'll follow. Hubert?
My lady. And then...
Oh.
Fuck. Alright, so, Thorgrim, what you doing? What you and Tauntaun doing, actually?
Well,
I'm not doing accordion, trying to find the best time to get away from sleeping on bed.
and sleepy old man is watching weird flaccid piano guy like a hawk.
Weird plastic piano guy.
Because everybody knows what happens when he's left unsupervised.
Nothing happens when I'm left unsupervised.
Bullshit.
Bullshit.
You say bullshit, I say, where is it?
Bullshit.
Where is it?
Potato.
Here it is!
Patterson
Why
learns
isn't
his
that
word.
bullshit?
I say think fast. I still have rotten meat. I just kind of want to throw it at him and just hook it.
You want to... Okay, roll to hit with rotten meat.
Stop throwing your meat everywhere.
Just rotten meat from the corpses that I...
You,
Jesus Christ, man.
you will roll a d20 plus your strength mod. You are not proficient in...
Meat.
I can't think of the word currently.
Flesh.
Bodies.
No.
Improvised.
Makeshift
Improvised.
weapons. Improvised.
Improvised weapon.
Yeah.
Weapon.
So Tauntaun, you go to throw it at Thorgrim, and as you rear your hand back, it slips out of your hand and actually careens in the opposite direction.
Well, it's a good thing
Let's
that there's
ruin
nobody
chair.
there, huh?
I mean, the plan was to just kind of pocket send him with it.
Yeah, unfortunately you didn't hit his AC, so you missed.
I am receiving a call. Hold on.
Now things are awkward for everyone over by the fireplace.
I have received the call that food is done, so I will be right back.
Nice.
Alright, Thorgrim, so you see Tauntaun rear his hand back to do something, only to see a something or another fly out of his hand, and then his eyes suddenly turn blue, and it looks like he's having an error of some sort.
Oh.
Oh. Wait a minute.
Not this shit again.
Wait. Mark had that error. Is Tauntaun a robot? Tauntaun's not a robot, is he?
What's Thorgrim gonna do?
Thorgrim is basically standing up out of his chair and just looking at the now blue screen Tauntaun, arms crossed, foot tapping on the ground, angry dad mode, and every now and then looks over his shoulder at Mark to make sure that, he's doing okay. Basically dad supervision mode.
Mark is fine. He's kind of still
Fortunately,
just
Dad forgot about one child.
looking around while Swoop just eats.
Bang.
Welcome back.
Mark is the good child of his children.
He's a good boy.
Thorgrim, do you look over at Jubilee?
I don't know where she is right now, do I?
She's at the bar.
Look up by where the other tiefling is.
I'll pass a glance at her, but not like full on staring, because I'm still watching Tauntaun.
Jubilee looks toasted.
Well, she's at the bar, it's not surprising. And she's with another woman. Oh god.
That's the part that gets you.
I know where this is going. Now Thorgrim's a little bit conflicted. Do I get
God damn it.
do I protect the one problem child or the other problem child?
Speaking of, said the other tiefling now seems to notice that you're looking at them, and she will blow you a kiss before giving you a wink.
Do Thorgrim doing like the old lean back, like ugh. Thorgrim will lift his hand up and flash his wedding ring.
As you do, you just see her reach up and brush a finger over her earrings as if showing off her own jewelry.
Facepalm. That's not what I meant.
Yeah, like that's gonna stop her.
If anything, that make her want you more, man.
Can I mentally command Carlson, or is that only Patterson?
Carlson has to be a verbal.
Okay. Patterson, buy me some time.
Patterson will begin looking himself over, as if trying to see if he has money.
Not what I meant, Patterson. I meant distract Thorgrim.
Oh, hello. Patterson will then grab your chair before flipping it over.
Well, it's a good thing I stood up out of the chair.
No, he's grabbing Tauntaun's chair and flipping it.
Oh, okay. Thorgrim
Okay, that
starts
problem
laughing.
does taken care of.
Okay. Where am I being sent?
Just here.
Oh, God.
Thorgrim just starts laughing.
And as you start laughing, you just see Patterson raise all four arms above his head and goes, "Hello, I am Patterson," before sprinting out of the building and crashing through the doors.
What the fuck?
Shit! Patterson!
That was
Patterson,
quite,
you were supposed to distract Thorgrim!
that was rather distracting.
Thorgrim is currently laughing, and I would assume he followed where Patterson ran off to.
Why would I want to do that? It's an undead.
Because it's Patterson acting like a child? I don't know.
No, I'm too busy laughing at him flipping the chair over.
Alright, Monday Carlson. I need you to buy me time to distract Thorgrim.
Thorgrim, you feel, you hear Carlson lumber over before it just slowly reaches forward
Lumber.
and places its hand on your head.
Good dwarf.
Confused eyebrow raise.
He is staring at you, continuing to rest his hand on your head, and does nothing else except stare into your soul.
I am Groot.
I would have named him Groot, but Disney.
And what they got?
The mouse knows all.
Thorgrim is going to look at his hand, and then is about to raise and do the same to Carlson, and then notices Tauntaun running. It's like, what,
He has good reason to now.
Hello.
what the son of a bitch, get back here.
And then you hear behind you,
Hello.
"Hello."
Okay, now running even faster because now undead is behind me. Get back here.
Hi.
This is a
I'm
comedy
just
of
going to
errors
lean
right
on the
here.
bar and go, hi.
Why, hello to yourself.
You weren't planning to cut me out, were you, Jubilee?
But I wanted to try first.
Well, you had your chance, they ruined it. Can Tauntaun
Sorry, I
just try
didn't catch.
Can Tauntaun just try and push Thorgrim away with his
No.
foot?
You are not nearly strong enough.
I said try, not do.
No.
Get
Let's.
your foot. Get
I
your
won't-
foot.
Thorgrim has a +3 in his strength. You have a -1. As far as I'm concerned, you couldn't push Thorgrim away if he was sleeping.
Yeah,
Get your-
probably not.
Get your toes out of my face. I'm not into that. Stop.
What the?
That's not my toes, that's my heel. Learn your feet.
Ah, fucking get off me.
And leave me alone.
No. You're gonna do something stupid.
Well, I mean,
Hi.
what's
Sir.
your intelligence?
Sir, I am a lady.
Mark's gonna get up from his table and walk over to where Thorgrim is. Thorgrim,
Yes.
don't you think it would be fair if they were able to have fun at least for a little bit, since the past few days have been stressful? He says that in like a
Aw,
very
Mark.
monotone, like he doesn't know if he's doing this right.
I mean, that's a fair point, but at the same time, I gotta watch them to make sure they don't do something that they're gonna regret later.
Oh, you're such a caring father figure. I'll tell you what, I'll babysit them free of charge.
Aw, she's so nice. Just kind of hugs onto her.
It seems like a good offer, and besides Thorgrim, you've been very vigilant, but I believe you also may need some rest as well. Edo's
Yeah,
taking care of business. They're gonna have their fun. You should relax.
Yeah, Carlson gives great massages. Notice
My-
Patterson.
My only concern is Jubilee is very clearly very drunk, and Tauntaun is very clearly Tauntaun. So
Let me ask this question.
I
then.
take exception to that.
Jubilee, have you been drunk before?
Mm-hmm.
Tauntaun, have you been drunk before?
On several occasions, also hot.
then I'm sure they'd be able to handle themselves later. If they've been drunk before and they're not dead yet, they're not gonna die from one more drink.
Also, to be fair, she's only buzzed right now.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is
Still
pretty.
got full capabilities.
This is pretty strong stuff, though. You sure you're gonna be okay?
You
As
know,
long as I don't have one more and push myself over the limit, I think I'll be fine.
I'm very much into daddy figures.
Oh, brother.
He's taken by a girl like 4 times her size.
Yeah, unfortunately, this one might get a little too weird for me.
Yeah, very
And-
Not
strong.
saying a lot.
As you two are saying that, she goes, "Well, my plan worked. The prude has now been scared off."
Very
Marco just-
slowly backing away. Nope,
Marco
nope,
just
nope.
turn around and starting at swim, and then he'll very awkwardly give them a thumbs up, like the Tauntaun and Ailsar and Jubilee as he keeps walking.
Anton gives a thumbs up back.
He's trying. He's trying to be nice.
We should get him extra W. Something.
Is that good for him?
I mean,
And
made of metal?
PT, I wasn't trying to cut you out. Again, you seem preoccupied with other things.
All right, you two, try and keep up, she says, and she's already walking off. She's not waiting for you, either of you.
Over here.
Yeet.
Oh. He just dove right in.
Yeah.
All right.
Motherfucker went
Kamikaze
Itakidakimasu and just dived on in.
He went straight loop on the third and just jumped out of his clothes.
I love those scenes.
All right, what rolls?
Hold on.
Yeah.
We're not with you guys right now.
Oh, okay.
We're going to
Okay.
Adelsmerde.
Edwa, Sadwa.
And as this map does not have a connection to a pier, you're just going to have to pretend there's a pier somewhere around here.
No worries.
Here, I'll draw a very bad pier. Why are you blue? It said be brown. Brown. Well, sure, I didn't draw that, but it works.
Hey, look, he laid out the brown carpet for us. Wait.
Because we're shit.
Oh,
Alright.
brother.
Adelsmerde, you have absolutely no idea what's going on in the bar. However, you are led to a fairly sizable ship, all things considered. As Henderson motions you around and goes, "This is our vessel."
Does she have a name?
Barnaby.
Just Barnaby? Not SS or anything?
Barnaby.
Barnaby.
Barnacle.
And Adelsmerde, roll a perception check.
Okie doke.
As he says Barnaby the second time, you swear you saw movement on this mast, but whenever you look to it, there's nothing there.
No.
Did the mast just move?
I think you figured out the same thing, my friend.
You see Henderson sigh before he goes, "It most likely."
Is there a reason for that?
Yes,
You're going to need to tell me that reason.
Barnaby is a mimic.
Oh, I thought it was. Oh, okay.
That's not what I was expecting. Holy shit.
And as he says
I
this,
know this one.
as he says this, you actually see the same movement before. You just see a singular eye open as it seems to be taking you in.
Is Barnaby going to eat us?
No.
She looks to Henderson.
He will not eat you.
You're certain. No
Yes.
hidden rules, no accidental things that anger Barnaby.
Barnaby does not act unless I or Ava give him a direct order.
Oh, then we should be And then she stops. What happened to the last person that called you by nickname on the ship?
Ava shot them.
Oh, I thought she would have fed them to Barnaby.
No, she likes to personally handle people that say my nickname.
At least there is that. Alright then. This explains some things.
But Barnaby is tame. He will not act out of provocation without me or her giving him an order to do so.
I suppose this explains why you don't need a crew.
As you approach the mast, the eye closes.
Oh, is he shy?
A tad.
She gently pats the mast before going back. Alright. I suppose since Barnaby is a living thing, it would be easy for him to tell if anything were to try to sneak aboard, yes?
Of course.
Perfect.
There is a snapping turtle that lives on the lower deck, but just don't go near it.
Is it a pet, or...
We can't get it off.
What?
Every time we manage to get it off the ship, it always comes back.
No, not again!
Does it hang out with a goose, by any chance?
A goose?
Yes.
I don't know why you would bring up a goose, but I will not question it.
But no goose is involved with this turtle?
As far as I am aware, no.
Alright. Well, when do you think we will be able to set sail?
We can set sail tomorrow morning.
Alright. Hopefully Gale Wind will be sober by then.
I highly doubt she will be sober, and if she is, she will be very hungover.
I imagine she will be even more volatile.
No more than she usually is.
Well, the fact that I haven't been shot yet is a testament to her restraint.
She can be impulsive sometimes, not all the time.
I am very worried, though. Some people like to test limits. One person in particular.
Well, then, I hope you are very proficient in healing magic.
Thankfully, we are. And she gestures to herself and Hubert.
Then you should be fine.
Yes, as long as she doesn't shoot them in the face.
You should be fine.
Alright, Anderson. I suppose we will meet you here tomorrow morning.
He nods to this.
We'll nod back and start heading back to the bar. Actually, she's gotta stop and just gotta look around the town, because I don't think we've actually taken a look around.
You haven't? What are
Right.
you looking for?
Actually, going around town by myself is a terrible idea. I'm gonna go get some others first.
You have Hubert.
Yeah, and?
What?
He's all
What?
you need.
What? Nothing bad happens when you go out with only Hubert.
Didn't we almost die, like,
No,
three
only
times?
only Hubert almost died.
Eh, sure.
Yeah, nothing bad's happened to you.
Uh-huh.
You know, the first time,
Don't worry about the-
to be fair, the first time Hubert almost died, you were sent to a pocket dimension. The second time, you found Zuriel, and the third time, Hubert almost died fighting the Bone Claw.
Yes. Only a
thing-
fool makes the same mistakes 4 times in a row.
But you've already done it 3 times in a row.
So you're going back to the bar.
Yes.
How loud are they?
to speed up the thing, I will say you get there around the time that everybody goes for their fun. And as you enter, you notice a severe lack of Tauntaun and Jubilee.
And accordion music.
She will look over to see if Cadence is there at the bar.
Nope.
Well, at least they won't be preoccupied. And she heads on over to Mark. Mark,
Yes.
I am thinking of taking a look around the town. Care to join me?
Yeah, we can do that. Squib, you think you'll be okay here?
Yeah, it should be fine.
Okay. Knuckle get up and alright.
She'll then go over to Thorgrim.
Thorgrim is finishing the rest of his ale.
Thorgrim, I'm going to go exploring the town. Want to join?
He finishes it, sets it down, and goes, "Yeah, sure. I got nothing better to do."
Right. He'll then head for the door.
Shall we bring Squib with us, or should we leave him here?
Squib, do you want to come with?
Sure.
Alright.
He doesn't seem too certain, one way or the other. But he will join.
Okie doke. Out about the town.
Also, I guess while we're walking through, Mark will kind of walk next to Squib and be like, I guess we could try something simple if you want to try to learn it. Could be something good for protection, at least.
Phrasing.
Try what, though?
Well, what I want you to do is, you know, like the shape of like a simple shield, correct?
Yeah, round and stuff.
Yes. Any shield that you can think of, try concentrating that magic on. Try concentrating your magic and doing it on your chest. Then once you make the shield or the circular thing, put a. Will we know what a plus sign is?
Yeah.
Okay, and then do a plus sign in the middle.
You just kind of see him stare at you as he doesn't seem to comprehend exactly what you're asking.
He'll imitate it by, you know, tracing a. You see, like some magic will form from in his hand, like maybe like an aura or something like that, and he'll trace a. Draw like a shield, like a circular shield, and then put a plus sign in the middle. And he'll then, once he's drawing the plus sign, his body will light up as he just casted Blade Ward on himself.
Okay.
He's asking him to try to do that same thing while concentrating his magic on, you know, making that symbol.
Okay. As he just kind of shrugs before following everything you did exactly how you did it. And as soon as he makes the plus sign, I need you to roll. Hold on. He's not very
No,
good.
I think I'm getting the boo-boos right now.
Let's see. Never mind. How much HP do you have?
What?
Did you just circle of death him?
95?
Okay. Mark, you see him draw the plus sign, and suddenly your mind seems to become overwhelmed as you can only essentially see static. You are stunned.
Oh.
And as this happens, you can vaguely hear Squib going, "Oh crap, I'm sorry, as he casts Power Word Stun on you.
Whoa.
Okay, good.
Whoa.
Not power word kill, but still.
That's
Adel.
a high-level spell. Holy shit.
Adel stops, looks to Squib, and looks over to Mark.
Can I talk, or am I just not able to?
It takes a few seconds, but eventually it passes.
Marco kind of shake his body and be like, "No,
I'm
no,
sorry.
you're fine.
I
No,
didn't mean to.
don't apologize. It's your first time you've actually tried something different, so we'll work on it. Just maybe against something that probably do in a more open area that isn't in a town. But either way, that was something. So I guess if ever you need to stop someone in their tracks, you can try that.
I didn't mean to. He says as he now seems just very upset about everything.
Mark's gonna go over and kind of awkwardly pat him on the head. Is he like, don't be sad that you messed up. A lot of people will mess up when they're first trying to learn. I mean, hell, you could probably ask Edos Arday, Hubert, anyone. They all messed up.
Messing
I've
up
messed
is the first step of being kinda sorta good at something.
Every failure is simply a future success.
Holy shit, that was cool.
What?
What he did. That was really cool.
You see, it's not all bad. It's just this takes time.
Look, just because you don't mean to do something and you did that by accident doesn't mean that what you did wasn't super cool.
You just see Squib, despite all of the positive reinforcement you're giving him, just kind of more or less staring blankly into space. It doesn't seem like he's used to being given positive reinforcement.
Folder very slowly looks over at Ricky, then looks back at Squid. It's okay, bud.
Darkle. Let's see. I'm trying to think. Would Mark know what this is? Mark will pick up Squib, and he's gonna do kind of like what a dad would do with a son at a baseball game, and like put Squib on his shoulders.
Okay.
Then they just say we can keep walking. Edos Arday.
Right. And she will start looking around and just wandering.
Alright, roll investigation.
Alright, so let's see what we find.
Alright. You don't see much. Most of this seems to be just standard housing. There's a few shops where you can grab knickknacks and such. But the only thing that catches your eye is one building which looks a little dilapidated that has two blue flames sitting out in front.
Adol looks the building over for any sort of sign or anything.
You don't see anything apart from the blue flames.
Is there anyone else around?
There's a few people walking by, but they seem to be in a drunken stupor.
Well, time to head on in.
Alright.
Actually, is the door closed?
It opens with no issue.
Oh, I was gonna knock.
You already said you entered, so...
Ah, well.
Hello and welcome.
Oh. Oh, right. Blue Flame. I've completely forgot.
Different
Ah.
shop.
You're back. Just couldn't resist the night market, could ya?
Truth be told, I accidentally wandered in here.
Well, a customer's a customer as far as I'm concerned.
I suppose so.
So what brings you and your entourage here?
Well, we were just wandering, and we wandered in here. But she'll look around for anything that looks of interest.
You see a few potions, weapons, and such before he leans on his shoulder and goes, And what's your next adventure looking like, miss?
Well, that depends. Is the promise of you not telling Zardak about us still solid?
I believe it is.
Alright. We're going to be going on a ship in order to travel east.
Then I have the perfect thing for you, stranger, he says, and he rummages around in his backpack before he sets a copper medallion on the table. This here's the lifeline medallion. Should you find yourself going overboard, it will automatically send you back to the deck.
Oh. How much does this cost?
Considering I pilfered it off of somebody, I can give it to you for 10 gold.
How about 5?
Roll persuasion.
Let's hope this works. Persuasion, go.
How about 6?
Done.
He nods.
Alright. So, 2. Alright. She'll take and look it over before giving it over to... Who would this be useful for?
Most likely Mark. I don't believe he can swim.
That's a good point. Here you go, Mark.
Okay.
You have a lifeline medallion. Should you fall overboard on the boat, the medallion will pop, turning into ash, and you will be returned to the center deck of the ship.
I'm guessing it only has one use then?
Yep.
Okay.
Actually, there is something. Do you have any items that would allow me to see invisibility?
Of course I do, stranger.
Alright. What
But
are my
how
options?
How badly are you needing it?
I suppose not all too bad.
Roll deception.
Deception. Let's see.
Because you're not being entirely truthful.
Yeah, that's true.
So that net 20.
He chuckles a bit before beginning to rummage around, and he sets a pair of goggles on the table, both of which have very dark tinted lenses, and he goes, "This will allow you to see any creepy crawly that decides to be sneaking up behind you."
Ah, so visibility. I see.
I can part ways with it for 75 gold.
How about 50?
Roll persuasion.
Come on, look at the dice. Yo!
Oh, damn.
20!
He thinks for a moment before shrugging and goes, "Gold is gold, I suppose."
Perfect. I'll slide over 50 gold.
Alright. They're just goggles of, I'm gonna call them goggles of, God, I had a name for this, but I can't remember.
Goggles of blind sight.
That's a very
No.
long name.
Just call them see invisible goggles, because I don't remember what I was gonna call it.
Thermals.
Alright.
Night vision goggles.
Nah, that's too.
Man, night vision doesn't do invisible thing. I would assume thermal.
Mark might pop up and ask, or whisper to us that day, do you think they might have anything that can help control or help someone focus on spellcasting?
She looks to the shopkeeper. Do you?
Nothing that ain't morally wrong.
Morally Never mind. I don't think I want to know the answer.
They're called inhibitor rings.
Inhibitor rings?
Aye. He then pulls out silver banded rings, sets them down, and goes, "You put them on someone, wherever it'll fit, and it'll make it to where they can't use their magic, unless you allow it to."
That actually sounds very useful.
It is, for ensuring that pesky spellcasters don't continue being so pesky.
I'm guessing this is very popular among slave users, correct?
Aye.
Now I see the moral in this. Though I cannot deny its usability.
Use.
Yes, use.
Functionality.
That, yes. Well, Mark, do you want it?
It is useful, so I would say yes, but I probably would not want Squib to ever have to wear it.
I wasn't thinking about putting it on Squib. What if we had... Oh, right, you weren't there when we incapacitated Garum. As I mentioned before, I prefer not to kill people, but that in of itself is an issue. Especially if they are spellcasters that could wake up at any point, and keeping them tied up isn't usually enough to deal with them.
No, then, sounds like you need it then.
How much would it be?
I can give you a pair for, say, 70 gold.
Nah, I think with how much I spent already, I cannot risk that.
Surely you could ask one of your friends to front you the money.
I dislike borrowing from people.
Marco just come over and plop down 70 gold and take them.
I
like
you, stranger.
Are you sure, Mark?
What use do I have for gold?
I have a bit, but I don't think spending it all at one place would be wise for me.
Mark will listen to the other day, but I also look around. Is it like there's any type of like weaponry in here?
There is oodles and boodles of weaponry.
Okay. Marco just asked, what kind of unique weapons do you have?
I have plenty of unique ones, he says, and he pulls out a red cylinder with a pin in it and sets it down on the table.
Is that a grenade?
Sarday doesn't know what those are.
I know, I am asking.
Marco will look and see like, what is this?
Well, you know those fancy little fireballs that magic users like to use?
Mm-hmm.
It's kinda like that. Though it's not as strong, however it does leave residual flame.
I was thinking more or less something that I could, swing or shoot.
He slowly takes the cylinder back before he begins rummaging around and goes, "What kind of weapon you like to use, stranger?"
I think the three I use mostly is a great sword, and long sword, or a heavy crossbow.
He nods to this before, with inhuman strength, lifts up a greatsword with one hand before setting it on the counter in front of you. The sword seems to have jagged edges that look almost like teeth as he rests his arm on the counter and goes, "How about this one?"
What does it do?
Well, sometimes whenever you hit somebody with it, it might make them bleed a little longer than they're supposed to.
Marco think in his head, and I'm asking, see, would I be able to use this with the other, with this Eldritch Invocation?
Technically, yes.
Alright.
I'll start to think it's like pull a string and see what happens.
Alright, how much?
Let's see. How about 150?
given how he's a first-time customer, mayhaps you could give him a bit of a discount. Maybe 100?
Roll persuasion.
Mark still wouldn't even have enough for that.
If you don't buy the rings, you should have enough for it.
Already
Fuck!
bought the
That's karmic backlash right there.
Unfortunately, he's proven he has more than enough money to pay for it outright. He did buy the rings after all.
Oh, he already bought them. Oh no.
Well, that was already half of what I have. So, do you have any weaponry that's, let's say, within the 50 gold range?
I suppose. Give me a moment. He slides the sword back under and begins rummaging around before he brings up a longsword and sets it on the table.
Why do I feel like you're gonna tell me this is a regular longsword?
It isn't. It is magical.
Anything else?
It might be a little cursed.
Might?
Might.
Just a little bit.
Can you elaborate, please?
I found it on a body, and the body was dead, so it might be cursed.
Well, hopefully Tauntaun will be able to identify it. I wouldn't recommend holding it with your naked hands, Mark.
He's made of
Well,
metal.
I'm made of metal, so
Are you susceptible to curses?
Everyone's susceptible to curses, love.
Then there you go.
okay. So, how much for this one? Surely we can probably negotiate a little bit since it's might be dangerous.
I'll give it to you for 25.
24.
I'll take it.
Okay. He holds out his hand, and as you give him the money, he slides the sword to you. The sword does require attunement, so if it is cursed, you will not know what the curse is until you attune to it.
Even if we identify it?
If you, I have different rules with identify. If your identify is higher level than what I consider the curse to be, you will not see it with identify.
Well, hopefully, I'll be able to cure it to greater restoration, but if it's a level that can't be identified, there's a chance it will not work.
Yeah, it could be a good curse.
What would
Curse
constitute
of-
a good curse?
Curse of being hung? I don't know.
Curse of big dick.
I don't know. That's literally the only thing I can think of that would be a good curse.
I've been cursed to have a gigantic penis.
I would say Natan's curse is good. He's absolutely terrifying in his form, but he does get to shapeshift.
That's debatable.
Oh, you're lucky.
He can be
Alright.
as hung as he wants. He can be as busty as he wants.
He is not getting it.
Alright. Mark's gonna remember what AOSR Day said, and he's gonna try to get something to wrap the sword up and then take it with him.
Oh, okay.
He has a winter plague, so he's gonna wrap it up in that and then take it with him.
Anything else that I can get any of you?
Do you have anything that might help with, increasing strength and stuff?
Nothing that ain't cheap there, mate.
Ah, crap. Oh well. Thought I'd ask. 'Cause,
Nothing you can fucking afford.
I heard that, since I know where we're going, I figured it would be good to have something that'll help me in case I get tossed in the drink.
Well, I have a few things, but some of them are only temporary, and one of them is very long-lasting so long as you're wearing it, but it ain't cheap.
That's fair.
You want to see what it is at least?
I'll take a look at it. Probably can't afford it, but...
He rummages around before pulling out a belt, and on the belt you see the head of a hill giant as he slowly slides it on the table.
Ooh, yeah, that looks real pricey.
Oh, it is, stranger.
Ooh. Why don't you hold on to that, and maybe at some point I'll come back later and get it.
All right, he says, and slowly slides it back.
I'm really thinking about that belt all day. God damn it. Oh well.
Well, how much does the belt cost?
300 gold.
Oh.
Yeah. Not as much as I thought, but still a lot.
That's how much you. That's half of what you owe me, Thorgrim.
Yeah, I know.
Well,
I have half of that,
yes.
so. Phew. We're gonna have to find some real money fast.
Hubert, Ricky, is there anything that you two want?
Riki shakes her head no, as Hubert goes, "Of course not, my lady."
Are you certain? No armor or extra weapons or anything?
I do not wear armor, my lady.
You should start.
I see no reason to.
Hey. And Ricky, nothing?
Riki will wander around before slowly grabbing a vial of... Let's see. What do you look like? Of a transparent vial, which you swear seems to have a fingernail in it. Before she walks up and holds it out to the man, he goes, I can give you that for 150. To which Riki will rummage in her backpack before handing it out.
What is that?
It's a potion of giant strength.
Oh,
Ooh,
good choice, Ricky.
useful.
Meanwhile, internally, Adel has just the biggest smile on her face. Like, an internal smile. She is still stoic.
Thorgrim,
He's
however,
proud
has a
mama
very
now.
external smile.
Alright. Well, thanks, shopkeep.
Thank you for shopping.
She'll then start going before stopping. I have a question, actually.
And I might have an answer for you, stranger.
What's the difference between seeing invisibility and true sight?
True sight lets you see through shapeshifters.
That's...
You can also see on the astral plane.
What was the ethereal?
That's the same stuff.
Is it?
Yeah.
They share the same name, yeah.
Astral plane and ethereal plane are the same plane.
Boy,
Hmm.
I'm used to one being space.
Let's see. Astral or ethereal plane. Let's take
But
a look at something.
It lets you see invisible, lets you see through shapeshifters, and lets you see anyone who might be using other methods of getting around your vision. Essentially, you see people for what they are rather than what they aren't.
No, seeing invisibility should be enough. For now. The only person I think that I would end up needing to use true sight on would be Tauntaun, and I don't want to do that. That would be kind of like breaking his trust. Nah. Thanks, though.
Or stranger.
She'll then head along.
Both of them will follow and sort of casually, right? Later, Night Peddler. Later, Belt. Coming for you.
There is a chance someone will buy it unless you tell them to keep it for you.
I did.
He did.
I did.
Nothing.
I thought he told him to just put it back, not reserve it.
No, I said keep it safe, and then because I'll come back for it later.
Oh. I thought the shopkeep just took it as, okay, I'll put it back on the shelf. I don't know. Alright. I guess we did indeed look throughout the town.
Alright, I shall be right back, though.
Oh shit, hold on. Rations.
Rat ion?
25, okay.
Some good old rat ion?
Some positively energized rats.
Mmm.
I think that's what an ion is. I
Might
don't
be
know,
next.
man. I haven't taken physics in years.
Not physics, it's chemistry.
Oh, right, it is.
It
Well,
is a net electric charge.
a net electric charge?
Yes, due to the loss or gain of one or more electrons, so they would be positively charged.
Oh, so I was right.
Funny words go burr.
Electron. Yeah, electrons are the negative, protons are the positive.
Protons.
I call them proton
Then you're wrong.
because
There's no
everything else
R.
has tron in it.
There's no R,
Well, there's
Everything else has
one.
tron in it. Tron is
but
cool.
there's no second R.
R.
Tron is cool, don't get me wrong, but
R.
proton is the correct spelling.
Proton.
Let him be wrong.
Alright, I'm back.
Oh,
The
go
way I
back.
remember it is neutron,
No.
electron, proton.
What you doing now?
Guess we'll head back to the, bar. / inn. And just stay for the rest of the night. Well, that's what I'm planning on doing.
Head back to the bar.
To the bar.
To the me.
To me.
Alright.
Fuck, I may want to roll something. Hold on.
Okay.
Roll for sanity.
That one failed.
Excuse me.
Oh boy. Okay.
I punt Squib like a football.
Oh no!
No, that's not what he's gonna do.
I forget Squib is there and drop him.
Wait,
Alright.
which kind of football?
So, what was that for, Mark?
Mark's gonna just go. If everyone's starting to, do the thing and go to sleep, Mark's gonna go to probably just set up the table here.
Okay.
He's gonna wait for everyone else to go to sleep.
And then he explodes.
Self-destruct
is going
self-destruct activated.
Ted.
What?
Where did Idle Starday go?
to a room.
You went to the wrong room.
No, they're done by now, right? Right?
You really should double check my con check.
Okay.
While I'm not trying
Too late.
that's still a 16. I think that's enough to at least make it out if I'm going to sleep somewhere.
Hubert will suggest this room instead.
That works.
They go in. Hear that? Nope.
Actually, before going to sleep, she's going to try and continue the scroll.
Alright, roll Arcana. Lorgrim, choose your room.
Choose your character.
Alright. You have to have a bunkmate. Your bunkmate's
Oh.
this guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's that?
Oh, fuck!
The cat. That's Rodriguez.
Oh,
Hello.
I'm
Well
not.
then.
I'm not moving all the NPCs because I'm too lazy for that shit.
Just shove them all in one room. They're just nameless pirates.
They're still partying.
so I'm bunking with the pirate captain?
Yes.
Shit.
You're bunking with the Pirate King.
Well, shit.
Yeah,
Well,
he had.
I hope he does. I hope he's not like, well, hello there. Hello there. Oh, you chose the
Alright.
poorly this night.
Alright, so, Mark, you think everybody has gone about their business. What are you gonna do?
Mark. So, Mark, going off of the advice that Ada started today, told him of trying to, experience, trying to feel more and know about things, is going to do the dumbest thing to learn that. He is gonna go out for a nice walk in the town late at night.
Oh, brother.
He's pulling an Alucard and going for a stroll.
Alright.
Exactly.
I don't
wow.
have to make this. I'm going for a walk.
So, Thorgrim, as you're getting ready to settle down for the night, your door opens and you see a feline individual enter, and he goes, "Apology, but it looks like we have to share a room."
No big deal. As long as you're not loud when you sleep.
I don't believe that I snore.
Then we're good.
He sits down on his bunk and he goes, "My name is Rodriguez Carmela Montague. Yours."
My name is Thorgrim. It's good to meet you.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Thorgrim just nods his head. Forgive me, I'm not one for super formal stuff, so, no.
You're talking to the wrong person about formality.
Oh. Okay.
I'm a pirate, Thorgrim.
I mean, yeah, everyone here except for us is a pirate, right? So, you just seem
Hey, you
more...
don't know to talk like that.
You just seem more refined than the other pirates here.
He just slowly shrugs to this as he takes a drag on his pipe and goes, "Would you care for a smoke, my friend?"
Sure, why not?
He brandishes a spare pipe, holds it out to you before adding some herbs into it. And
Oh.
then
Herbs in quotation.
he flicks his thumb and you see a flame appear at the very tip of it before he ignites it for you.
I'll take it and sort of just lean back in bed and take a bit of a puff.
Okay. So,
It's not bad.
if you don't mind me asking, what are your plans? What are you planning to do? I enjoy hearing the adventures of others.
Talk about my plan. I'm looking for someone.
On a quest for a long-lost sibling or a quest for vengeance?
Second one.
He just slowly grins to this and goes, "I am fairly aware of such situation as that myself."
Asshole killed my wife and a bunch of my dwarven brethren. I need to take my hammer and smash his head in.
I wish you the best of luck in that endeavor. But a fair warning, don't lose yourself to the vengeance.
To be fair, I almost did a couple times, but
Yeah. I've lost a close friend to it.
Is that something you're willing to talk about more?
He slowly takes a drag off his pipe and exhales, and as he does, you see it slowly swirl into a figure of a dwarf, and you see the dwarf panting, and the smoke seems to be making a trail of liquid pouring out of his eyes and his ears as he silently, due to the fact that it is smoke, yells to the sky and he goes, "Have you ever heard of the Blood Ranger, my friend?"
Have I ever heard of a Blood Ranger?
You know that Poe Masters has the Blood Ranger's axe on display.
Oh, that Blood Ranger. Fulgrim immediately sits up. You knew him?
I did. A sad tale, truly.
I don't know if you've ever been to Haven.
I can't say that I would be very welcome there.
But you know of the place, right?
Of course I know of the place.
Then apparently your friend's axe is in their museum.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I might have to pay a visit.
Hopefully that's not a visit of ill intent because
Mostly theft.
you want to take back the thing that belonged to your friend. So it looked pretty. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of mean, kind of scary looking.
It is soaked in anger and rage.
Yeah, that's what the plaque said. Well, not the plaque. That's what the image said. Yeah. So, yeah. So I guess your friend was consumed by his own anger, and it transferred into the axe, or did the axe fuel his anger?
The easiest way to describe this is he had somebody that he was hunting down as well. And no matter how hard he tried, he could not kill them. So he made a bargain with a demon. And, well, the demon agreed to give him the power that he needed to kill. But the demon did not promise that he would be able to keep himself during said rush of power. The demon essentially turned his soul into liquid, into the easiest way to describe it is liquid rage. He now oozes, essentially his essence everywhere he goes. He was holding his weapon at the time. I guess he got infused with it.
So, his weapon is dripping pieces of his soul?
His fiery anger, so to speak.
That's rough to think about. Ugh.
And he lost himself to his rage, which manifested into what it is now. And now he will never get the satisfaction of killing the person who wronged him, because he cannot remember anything except for his anger.
Well, I can't say that I won't use myself to any rage that I have, because it's not like I can promise any of that. I mean, something will happen probably, and cause me to go out of control, but I have a lot of people that depend on me, and I need to keep myself in check. Not for me, but for them.
Word to the wise: never make a deal with a demon.
No, I don't intend to. I only make deals with those that I trust. And while I do carry company with somebody who has a little demon blood in them, I trust her with my life, as I do various others that I'm sure you've already spoken to.
I believe I have only spoken to your big friend, and the one I believe to be some semblance of your leader.
Yeah, I'm assuming you mean it'll start it.
That was her name. Now that I think about it, I was a little distracted at the time.
It's a lot of stuff that's going on. That makes sense. But yeah, Adelsar Day is kind of the closest thing we have to a leader. So we kind of defer to her when it comes to decision making. And Jubilee, I mean, that's the person I was talking about with some, because, tieflings or demon-blooded.
She has devil blood, however.
Well, still, usually you don't talk to...
You see his eyes harden a bit to this, and he goes, "There's a huge difference between devils and demons, my friend."
Thorgrim actually goes to the, hangs his feet on the side of the bed, taking another drag of his pipe. He just goes, I don't know a whole lot about devils and demons and other hellish and demonic things like that. You seem to know a lot, though. You mind telling me more?
Demons are creatures of chaos and destruction. They want nothing more than to rid all of the multiverse of life, regardless of what it is, even if it's other demons. Devils are not quite along those lines. Devils are more love. We try to maintain the balance of the world.
Me?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know. I'm sorry.
Not many people know what I am. And if you could be sure to keep it secret from your friends, I would appreciate that.
Okay. As long as you don't do anything shifty.
But I took Ifin to your words, for I am a Rakshasha.
What? Sorry?
Don't tell you.
I've never heard of one of those before.
We are very secretive creatures.
That would explain why I've never heard of you before.
He just gives you a sly grin to this.
Okay, well, since you're the seemingly the boss of this place, and since you seem to be otherwise on the up and up, I'll trust you for now. But I've taken it upon myself to protect everyone else in my group, and I don't want any stuff to happen to them, okay? Just so we're clear.
And I don't want anything to happen to my crew. So it seems that we have an agreement on that part.
It seems we do. And then he'll sort of hold up his pipe as sort of it's a weird kind of a semi-cheers. It's not really glass, but
He does the same with his, and after a little longer of smoking, he will inevitably settle down for bed.
Yep, and Thorburn will settle down for a little bit of meditation, which will probably lead to him falling asleep.
Wisdom check.
Yeah, most likely. Yep, I bet I got
Alright, Adel Sarday, roll an Arcana.
What is this
Again.
unearthly sound? It's just snoring.
For simplicity's sake, should I just say I left the sword with Adelsar Day so she could identify it?
I can't identify it, that's with Tauntaun, but he's predisposed.
Busy.
No,
Well,
you're keeping that cursed sword on you.
Okay.
Arcana again?
Yeah. Wait, did you roll it before?
Yeah.
No, you did. Yes, you did. 19. Okay, it's basically the same thing. You begin scribbling down, and you feel that about another night's worth of work. You should be finished.
All right. By any chance, did I hear their conversation?
Roll a perception with disadvantage.
because of the wall, I'm guessing.
Most likely.
No.
No,
Absolutely.
you were focused in on that work.
You were too focused on your scribbling.
All right. She'll smile at the scroll, feeling satisfied before looking over to Ricky.
Riki is currently sitting on the table, and she looks back at you.
Ricky, can I ask you something?
What?
What made you decide to buy the giant strength potion?
She just kind of fidgets with her hand, and she goes, I like watching the thing float.
She pats her knee. That's a good reason.
That's adorable.
Anything happened to her, we'll kill everyone in the room within themselves.
Exactly.
Ale will then look over at Hubert. You should get something for yourself too, you know.
No reason to.
Sure you do. You could enjoy it.
I have everything I need. And
Why
I have already purchased myself something. As I've told you, I purchased a book.
Oh, right. How is it?
It was fine.
Have you finished it yet?
I have.
So can you tell me what it's about now?
It was about dragons.
Can you tell me more?
No,
Why not?
it would be complicated.
Why are mommy and daddy arguing?
Mom and Dad, stop fighting.
Her smile grows. I bet you just don't understand the plot.
It's possible. I might have to read it again.
Aha. You'll have to let me borrow it sometime.
My lady, I must ask, how do we know those goggles do what the merchant says they do?
Why do you think he's lying?
I have no reason to trust him after all.
He seems to be a man of his word. Otherwise, Zardak would know where we are at the minute.
We're not entirely sure of that, now are we?
She puts the glasses on and looks around the room. Goggles.
Okay. You do? You put them on, you said? Okay.
She stares at it.
You stare at it for a while, and you see that it currently has its hands clasped over, just clasped in front of each other, the same way somebody would hold their hands casually waiting for something, and it seems to be observing Hubert curiously.
Hubert,
Yes, my lady.
there's something in the corner staring at you.
Hubert will look over his shoulder, and then look back to you.
Ookie.
I don't think you can see it.
I was about to say I cannot.
Hey. She's, like, talking to it.
It will then slowly look to you now.
Who or what are you?
It watches you for a while, and it doesn't reply currently, as it seems to be pondering how you can see it.
Oh, that's a new one.
I asked you a question. Please answer if you're going to keep staring at us.
seems to ponder what you said, and you hear a croaking sound as if someone trying to speak with a sore throat.
Can you say that again?
Alright.
I have not spoken in a long time,
Oh,
but he said it in a raspy way.
Sorry,
so who are you?
I am a being called a Dark Father.
A Dark Father?
Correct.
And what exactly are you the father of?
That is simply what I am called. There are others like me. It is the same way you would be called an elf.
So, Dark Father is your race.
I suppose that is one way of looking at it. I would think of it more of a title.
Are you a ghost or a spirit or something?
A manner of speaking, yes.
So, why are you here staring at Hubert? How long have you been doing that?
Not too terribly long. But he smelled of a being about to die.
What?
His aura. We Dark Fathers have a tendency to gather in places of death, such as cemeteries or burned villages, something along those lines. And sometimes we gravitate towards mortals that are about to die.
What? Is he sick? Is he dying of something, or?
I am unaware of how he will die. It merely smells like he will.
Hale clenches her fist slowly. I see.
Apologies for following you. I am not used to people being able to see me.
It's fine. Hubert,
Yes, my lady.
how much money do you have?
137 gold.
Okay. We need to go back to the shop.
Why is that, my lady?
I need to buy a diamond.
He just kind of raises an eyebrow to this.
According to the person who is watching you, you're going to die soon.
Rather odd you would believe a stranger.
Doesn't seem like he's lying. And she looks to the Dark Father.
You just see him having gone back to pondering Hubert.
And I'd rather not. I'd rather be safe than sorry.
Of course. I will do as you command.
Alright. Hopefully it's not too late now.
For simplicity's sake, I'll say you have no issues getting to the shop.
Okie dokie.
Also, did you take off the goggles?
No.
Okay.
Why are there more Dark Fathers around?
No, you just see that the one you notice is in fact following Hubert.
Oh boy. Okay. I guess I will try and buy 1 diamond that's worth 300 gold with my and Hubert's gold altogether.
I've already told you, it just has to be diamonds that equal 300 gold. It doesn't have to be 1 diamond that's 300
What's the difference?
gold.
There's no difference.
One is easier to come up with than the other.
Whatever.
Okay.
Any diamonds, then, worth
Phenom,
300.
A
Yes?
300 gold diamond is like trying to find a several $1,100 red diamond.
A 300 gold diamond would be a diamond the size of your head.
Okay, look. If they say, hey, we don't have a diamond worth that much, then I'll just do the other one, okay?
Anyway,
So you're just gonna lug around the size of your head in a diamond?
I did once before.
welcome back, stranger.
Hi. How many... I need diamonds... enough diamonds to be worth at least 300 gold.
He spends a few minutes and eventually gathers it up before sliding it to you and goes, "Here you go, stranger."
Alright. Hubert.
Hubert will hand over his 137 gold.
Alright. 300 minus 137. Alright, now we'll slide over 163. Oh boy.
You will pay 300 gold.
Yep.
Alright. He gives you the 300 gold of diamonds with no qualms whatsoever.
Oh boy. Man, I am poor now.
My lady, I must say this probably was not a very good idea since we have to pay for a voyage.
I know. But I think the others will be understanding. I will pay them back when I am able to.
Of course.
The last thing I want is for you to be permanently dead.
If you say so.
Elle, like, frowns a bit to this, but doesn't say much.
Do you go back to the bar?
Yep.
Okay. You come back with no issues. Everything has died down at this point. The several NPCs who are there are not actually there because, once again, I am too lazy to make each and every one of them go to a room.
Wait, did I end up running into Mark?
No.
Okay.
Do they notice that I have gone at least when they get back?
Yes, they did. They noticed you were gone when they were leaving, but I was trying to streamline things so that we didn't get stuck on anything. Mark, I need you to
Okay.
roll me a D100.
Oh boy.
Random chance time.
Be a real shame if you chose death.
We'll get back to what happened to you in the morning.
I choose violence most of the time.
So, Adelsarde, what do you do? As it is around the time you need to settle down.
It'll just lie on the bed very, very quietly.
Are you still wearing the goggles?
Yep.
My lady, you should not wear those to bed.
She sits up. Is the Darkfather still there?
Yes.
She pulls it off and just rubs her face.
I do believe you are worried for nothing.
You are not nothing.
I meant you are worried more than you should be.
If you're going to die soon, I think that's a very valid reason to worry.
And you're using the keyword if. We do not know if I am actually going to die soon.
No, but I'd rather be ready for the possibility.
Well, you should get ready for that then.
I suppose so. Lock the door, will you?
He nods and does so.
Yep. I will then meditate.
Okay. Alright, so Mark,
Mm-hmm.
as you went out on the town, much against, honestly, much against what you probably wanted, you ended up getting picked up by a gang of very drunken pirates.
What?
You spend the entire night going around with them, leading you on merriment, showing you great ways that these humans have fun. Such things include throwing food to crabs, singing sea shanties, getting into arm wrestling contest in which you win several times, and they were actually placing bets on you through the night, and you earn a grand total of 65 gold from beating each and every one of them in an arm wrestling contest.
All right.
Congrats, you have money.
Once morning rolls along, they will bid you farewell, as you have stated that you have a ship that you need to catch in the morning, and they wish you a good night and hope that you have pleasant dreams as each and every one of them pass out in a random gutter.
Does he dream of electric sheep?
Guess Mark will return and. I guess-
And you will have enough time to get a full long rest before everyone else wakes up.
I guess he'll go over here and stand against the wall and do that. Actually,
Mark.
I guess he'll. I guess before he does that, he's gonna take out the longsword. Not touching it with his hands, like still wrapped in the blanket. He's gonna take it out and like look at it. See if he can notice anything else about it that might be strange.
Roll an Arcana. No, this just looks like a magical +1 longsword as far as you can tell.
Oh, okay, I shouldn't have said that. Alright, Mark's gonna take it out with his hand then.
Okay. Do you choose to attune with it?
Hmm.
Do it. Become cursed.
Would Mark know that you usually don't have to attune to magic swords? Like a
No,
+1 longsword?
Mark knows that you have to attune to magical swords that might have other effects.
Ah, fuck. Alright, look at the roll then, fuck it. He's already done one dumb thing tonight.
We may as well do another!
He's gonna wait until the morning and try to either try to ask Tauntaun to identify it.
Alright.
Tauntaun identifies it, doesn't like it. Yeet.
And then he'll
Like 100%, if he's able to see the curse, he's probably just gonna the bitch.
Alright,
Anyways,
Jubilee, as you wake up, you see Cadence already awake, currently doing morning stretches.
I'll just moan as I stretch, I guess. Just you know what I mean.
Yeah. And
For curiosity's sake, did she outcon us both, or did?
yeah.
Okay.
I mean, it's not hard to outcon Tauntaun.
Did we at least keep up?
Possibly.
Okay.
But you actually got something due to your contract.
All right.
So you will
Time
drop
to write down a new ability.
the last ability you got for doing this.
So I can't cast and get enhanced ability anymore.
But Let's see if I can find the spell.
What was her name again?
Cadence.
Cadence.
Yes.
Is that cadence with a Y or just cadence like music?
Music.
Okay.
You can cast Summon Beast once per day.
Ooh.
Came out.
whoa. You
It
mean
kind
the thing that allows you to
What
summon
level? What level?
second. Summon Beast is just second level. Summon Beast came out in Tasha's. So,
Cool.
Oh, it's that one, not Conjure Animals. Never mind.
yeah, it's Conjure Beast. Or it's Summon Beast.
Wait, do they have to deal with the material component, or they just nix that?
It has a material component, but due to her innate ability, she can do it once without needing a material component.
All right. So I shall work on getting rid of that then.
It's why I love the summon spells, but also hate them. They're so fucking costly.
Enhance ability was neat, but well,
Never used it.
yeah.
I think we used it once. And to be fair, that once was during a fight. We haven't had a fight since.
Okay. So after Cadence does her morning stretches, she'll walk over and nudge Tauntaun's cocoon in the side.
It's best to let him get up on his own accord, but keep you occupied until then.
Look, I'm all well and good for letting him come out of it when he wants to, but he's waking up now.
All right.
Tauntaun's just gonna peek out with one eye and just go, why? Why was I need?
It's morning time and you have a ship to catch.
Yeah, we do. Let's get ready.
Do we have to get ready?
I mean, technically,
Kind of do, yeah.
technically you can go about nude, but I would not recommend it. She says before she begins getting dressed.
I mean, I can pull off nude. I can just get rid of my dangle bit. That reminds me, has the party ever even thought to question why Tauntaun's cocoon is always bigger than him?
No.
Okay.
We've never seen it.
We've been respectful of your privacy.
There has only been
Lena.
one person who has ever actually seen your cocoon, and Hubert does not care enough about you to ask about it.
Okay, well, Jubilee, his cocoon is a lot bigger than it normally is.
Yeah, I mean,
Now that I'm taking down Tauntaun form, parts of it are going to collapse.
Jubilee is just trying to. She'll put that away for later.
He's then gonna sit up and just poke his head out.
Well, that was a fun night, wasn't it?
Could also make a fun morning.
As much as I would love to, I'm afraid that I can't risk being shot by Ava again.
Why would Ava shoot you?
Why would she shoot you over this?
Because I'm keeping you guys, occupied. She likes to leave on time.
She don't own me.
No,
Wait.
but I believe our party would like to not be shot too.
Wait, hold on. Which one was Ava down there?
Ava's the female. The drow.
This is Tauntaun asking. He did not ever get her name.
The
Cadence.
drow, hun.
Cadence is telling you it's the female drow.
The blue girl?
Oh,
No, not that one. You do
No.
realize we travel with drow, right?
That was an aquamarine. The one with the trident is the one you're talking about. I mean, like the full-on royal blue.
Well, while you two have fun bickering about colors, I'm going to go have fun drinking.
Well, I wish you a good day then, lovely.
Oh, don't worry. If I want to get into contact with you again, I will. She says before giving you the finger wave,
Oh
and
my.
then walks out.
Well, she was fun.
We'll have to try that again. I feel like I can do something new now.
now.
We'll have to try it out when we get a chance.
Although it really does make me curious what the hell you possibly get out of it.
Well, when I do, at least gives me insight to what the person is.
I think I'm going to enjoy with not being something you get out of.
Can you repeat that? I only got part of that.
Essentially, Tauntaun just mumbled to himself, the gist of it was, okay, try and not let her take any.
Yeah, sorry if I'm being quiet right now. I'm trying to copy down the spell for future reference.
Adel Sarday, you wake up now.
Alright. Ada will get up. Well, open her eyes since she was just meditating.
You see Hubert sitting in his chair where you left him, reading.
Hello, Hubert.
Hello, my lady.
He'll sigh before getting off the bed.
Wrong.
No.
Are you sure?
Nothing that can be done about. Anyway, we should probably get the others up and leaving. Ready to leave.
Hubert will shut his book before slowly standing.
I should probably let them know about the rules of not getting shot.
In all honesty, I would think it would be rather humorous if we don't.
Humorous, yes, but I'm not about to let them get shot.
Even Tauntaun.
Even Tauntaun. Though, knowing him, he will get shot anyway. So we will probably see him get shot.
5 seconds later, gunshot goes off.
Anyway, she heads out.
Probably see us coming down the hall.
Oh, hello.
Morning, Edel Sarte. I trust you had a good night.
Sort of. There is a bit of an issue that I should be open with you about.
Oops, sorry, didn't mean to get that close.
Nah, kiss her.
Unfortunately, I am not going to be able to pay my share of the trip.
Why is that?
I had to spend most of my money.
He chose to spend most of her money. She did not have to.
Look at Hubert over Edel Sarte's shoulder.
Well, I guess it has something to.
Yes. Though I won't get into
Okay,
the
well, that's all the
specifics.
information I need. Is that a goose foot? No, it's.
Anyway.
Why do you always assume I'm putting gooses everywhere?
Well,
Gee,
that's
I
because
fucking
You've done it so
wonder
often that we're
why.
just seeing that shit now. We just see it in our
my
mind.
defense- in my defense, Riki's foot, when I'm zoomed all the way out like I am and I only see the foot, it looks like a webbed orange foot.
You just see gooses in our heads.
And it probably doesn't help that I'm also looking at a 3-headed goose monster made by a hag. So,
Anywho,
yeah.
Adel will knock on Thorgrun's door.
You hear a snort and then a loud thud as Thorgrun falls off the bed.
Okay, that's normal.
Thorgrun?
I feel like we could have waited for him to awaken naturally.
Yes, but I don't want to be late.
By the
Oh,
way,
man!
if it helps, Adel, I think I have a new ability now.
How does that help?
Well, gives us insight to... 1, it gives us insight to a person. 2, I got something new I can do.
Seeing Mark move, I just feel like he's about to bust through the wall.
He
What's
would
up,
if he
motherfucker?
could.
Oh yeah!
I don't
Button up,
know how to... Oh,
motherfuckers.
there's stairs.
Just a big robotic. Oh yeah.
Head
Mark does
under
not...
wall. What we talking about?
Mark doesn't know how stairs work.
I didn't see the stairs on the map first, so now I figured it out.
Everybody's here now.
Well, not everybody.
We still haven't gotten Squib.
Yep, she goes
Where
over
are
and
you?
knocks on the next door.
Okay.
We're
So-
apparently over there.
It takes a few minutes, and the door opens, and you come face to face with the right hand of Rodriguez. And she just slowly pushes a lock of hair out of her eyes and goes, "Excuse me."
It'll stand out of our way.
You then watch as she walks forward, her body shifts, seeming to turn into pure water before she eases through a crack in the wall and goes about her business.
It'll stares at this for a
Make an
while.
exit.
Well, I guess we weren't the only ones that got lucky.
Looks inside the room at Squib, seeing how he's doing.
You see him standing, but his legs are shaky.
Squib?
Are you okay,
Yeah.
buddy?
What?
What happened?
You see his face go red as he just slowly pulls the hood over his head and goes, "I don't want to talk about it."
Oh my goodness.
I am detect thoughting so hard.
He got snoo-snooed.
Oh! Hot damn!
Tauntaun just going to look back at Jubilee and just go, "Told you."
Jubilee's just gonna walk in and pat him on the shoulder.
Adel looks
Did good.
Adel looks visibly taken aback and then is quickly clears her
Marcus.
throat.
Mark's just in the comments that I told you not everyone would hate goblins.
Some people really love that.
As you say this, Mark, he just falls flat on his face.
You want me carry little buddy?
Okay, let's get going. Oh,
Also,
right.
come on,
You know, I'm
everybody.
kind of wondering what Squib's buddy thought of this.
Yeah, what
Do you-
did my roast think?
I mean, who do you think talked him into it?
Seriously, Edelsarda, you should be like Squib. Loosen up a little.
Ignoring that,
Oh, Tauntaun.
there's
What? Me? Yes? What?
I have a favor to ask.
Does it have to do with electric
No. I was gonna ask if you can identify this as he kind of hands over the long sword.
Neat. I'll get to this when we are in a singular position.
yes,
Don't
preferably
worry,
on
we don't have to
shit.
catch a boat. Squib,
uh,
I need you to do me one favor. When we go to leave, you wink at her. I just want to see her reaction. That's it. And just keep moving.
Do it, bud!
Roll persuasion. Because he's probably not going to.
Come on, Squib, be a lady killer like us.
I rolled a 2. Keep in mind, I rolled a 2 on that.
Yeah, Squib doesn't seem down to clown with your idea.
Oh, okay. I'll stop teasing you. But really, good job if you enjoyed it. Just pat him on the head.
I mean, his legs aren't working properly. I'd say he enjoyed it.
Do you need some help walking today? I will help you out.
Just drag me.
Patterson!
Will you settle for being carried like a bag?
Hold on.
Like a purse or something?
Tauntaun yells for Patterson like he's fucking Alexander.
Hold on. I have to Patterson.
You have to pat her. Oh,
So-
yeah!
So as you all hear Tauntaun yell Patterson, you hear a very audible poof, and you see a Patterson-shaped indent in the wall down the hallway. But he did
make
not
it all the way through.
He did not actually get all the way through.
Use the stairs, you idiot!
you're paying for that,
Oh, did
Tauntaun.
you just hear on the other side.
Anyway, as I was trying to say, some ground rules before we go on to Gale's ship. Do not
You'll
call Henderson by a nickname.
Okay.
If you do,
Got
you
it.
will get shot.
Got it. Very protective of her boyfriend. Got it.
What about Captain? Would that work?
Well,
Ava is the
Henderson,
captain.
yes. Ava Galewind is the captain. Henderson is her first mate, I think. Right hand man.
Seems like Ava gets defensive about Henderson then, if I'm reading
Oh,
the
you know
situation.
that?
What are you talking about?
I
Have you
believe
not noticed that?
I believe they are trying to draw parallels to you and Ava.
Parallels?
Well, he is, but
I mean, there is something familiar about her, but I don't really see how it's that similar aside from our race.
yes,
Oh.
denial.
Idle Sarday, I'm not drawing here. These are just point blank, just cannon shot right to the gut. You two are exceedingly similar with your little. I don't know much about Hendrickson over there, so I guess
Boy
I can't
toys.
call him wrong.
I
Boy
do.
toys.
Call him a boy. I wouldn't call Hubert a boy toy.
I would
Getting
recommend.
Edelstar Day into a bed or even with a drink is basically like trying to get a dragon to come out of a closet.
I would recommend we get going.
Yes, and considering how drunk Ava Galewind was yesterday, I think that the only
hangover's gonna be
similarities you're
massive.
finding are the ones that you're imagining. Now let's leave.
Alright. I'll be carrying Squib, I guess.
You say that, but you've threatened people over Hubert.
I have done no such thing.
My memory is different.
Your memory is
Say
wrong.
that about your red fucking eyes.
What red eyes?
The ones
The
you give me when I flirt with Hubert.
I don't
My
know.
red eyes, black dragon.
God damn it, Joey.
Where the hell did that come
Brooklyn
from?
Rage.
And yeah?
Hey.
It's funny because I run a Blue Eyes deck in Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel.
Yeah.
I only run Toon. Toons and only Toons. Pegasus Superior.
Sorry, tunes and what?
Only
Toons and
two.
only Toons.
Only tunes.
Yes.
Don't look up that website.
All right. So, as you walk up, you see Henderson standing with his hands in his pockets. You see Ava currently holding her temples, massaging them slowly, and she goes, "Why do you let me drink so much, Hindi? I don't let you. You just do it."
Yaddle Sarday.
Adel ignores Tauntaun. Miss
Jubilee will just stifle a giggle.
Galewind?
She holds up a finger and says, "Captain or Ava?
Captain.
How about Aelwyn?
No.
You sure?
I will throw
Only
you.
time you drank enough.
I will throw you overboard."
Don't piss off the captain, damn it.
You haven't even gotten on the ship yet, Tauntaun.
Be respectful of the captain. Anywho, Captain, let's go.
What? Main rule about riding with me: do not insult Barnaby.
Of course.
Who's Barnaby?
Barnaby is my ship. Barnaby is my ship.
Of course, we wouldn't
Hey.
Got it.
disrespect a captain's ship.
Seems like a common thing to do.
Yeah.
But why is there no SS?
Because Barnaby.
It's her ship. Let her name it how she feels like.
How I gave birth to a skeleton by going because dagger.
Just
She will then begin walking away with no further explanation.
It'll all follow along.
let her name the ship what she wants to name the ship.
Just
before
carrying
we follow.
Squib like he's my travel bag.
I mean, I was gonna have Patterson hold him up like bridal style and everything.
No, this way I get to try to bond with him a little more.
Yes. Are you sure you don't want to take the Goblin train for a ride?
Or he tried the Cobalt train, it was pretty good. But I think he's had enough for one for a while.
I mean, they're roughly the same size.
So, as you all board, you see Ava get on deck before she taps her heel 2 times on the floor, and you all then hear a loud creaking as the boat begins moving on its own.
Fuck.
Magic.
I was. Whoa.
So, is there any crew or?
No,
Oh,
Oh. So like a magically self-propelled boat.
Sure, that's the easiest way to explain it. Henderson, Hindi, did you purchase supplies? I did. Good. I'm going to my quarters. I don't want to be bothered.
Got it.
So
Mr.
what I'm
Captain.
getting is that she's just a alcoholic Edel Sargent. Yet
Yeah, that
Hendrix
tracks.
and Hubert are just pretty much exactly the same.
That's not
Yeah, that tracks.
true in any sense of the word.
I'll put Squib down.
Yeah, you're
Yo-
the only one in denial.
Squib, you okay being on the boat? Or do you need me to
He-
hold on to you a while longer?
He just gives a small thumbs up.
Alright. Just try not to get yourself trampled. Don't want anything bad happening to you. Although
He-
there's not many people to trample you, so I don't know.
He does not move.
Now then, I do have one question, Hendrickson.
Henderson.
Henderson?
Henderson.
Then who's Hendrickson?
I assume it is a name you made up.
Maybe. It's still early in the morning. Anyways, is there anywhere that is quiet, secluded, and away from prying eyes?
There are rooms below deck, possibly.
Perfect.
Why do you ask?
I have my reasons.
Though I must warn you, there isn't really anywhere totally private. At least not on this ship.
This ship haunted.
That is a good question. That
It
would
is.
also explain why it can move on its own.
It is not.
Now there goes the idea of undead shit.
Well, at least
I'm really glad.
At least we can
it's
take
not an
comfort
undead
that,
ship.
yeah, I think we can take comfort in that. I'll just pet the mast, just gently. It's a good ship.
Yes, Barnaby is a very good ship.
Where
And
did you come up with the name Barnaby?
it was Neil's name.
Me.
Full disclosure, Barnaby is technically alive.
Oh,
What?
Barnaby is a Barnaby is a mimic.
oh! I'm sorry, Barnaby. Sorry if I pet you inappropriately.
There are
Just kind
mimics.
of
that-
retracts my hand.
There are mimics that big.
There are mimics bigger than this, actually.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if these things came in colonies, Thorgrim.
They do.
I'm glad it's at least a friendly one.
Hey, Barnaby, let me know if I step on something that I shouldn't step on.
We're trying to be respectful of the ship as best we can.
Yep.
Whatever.
In any case, you'll have free roam of the ship. Should you do anything that is not permitted, Barnaby will alert me.
So what's not permitted, just so we know to avoid doing that.
Just don't hurt Barnaby.
Okay,
I will try
that
my
seems
best.
easily enough done.
Can
Other
he
than,
help to get up to a really high point that's private and not in the view of everyone else?
no matter where you go on the ship, Barnaby will always be able to see you.
Besides the ship.
You can
I
go
think that's an issue.
you can go into one of the rooms.
I was
I think
actually-
Barnaby was the thing he was implying. The thing that's always watching that he was implying earlier.
Henderson Henderson will then point to one of the masts, which has a ladder that you can climb if you want to.
Oh, perfect. Tantan's gonna climb up to the highest point he can to just identify sword.
Okay.
Work in peace.
So,
I guess.
that's going to take about 10 minutes, assuming that he's casting it as a ritual.
Yeah, I don't have it as a prepared spell. It's only
So
ritual.
yeah, ritual.
Okay, so that's going to take about 10 minutes. So what do the rest of you do?
Thorgrim's gonna find like a barrel or a box to just sit down on.
Also,
Yes.
you say 10 minutes, but I can't ignore that ritual casting rule.
Going to?
Yeah, we need roleplay time. Don't. Take
I
your
mean,
time.
I will ignore it, but then I'm just gonna kind of sit up there. Because it is a high point. Away from people.
Okay.
He just wants to be antisocial.
Yes, he was too social last time.
So, Thorgrim, you find a spot to sit with no issue whatsoever. You hear the waves lapping against the hull of the ship. You hear the cawing of seagulls occasionally while Henderson walks around, seeming to maintain certain aspects of Barnaby.
I don't believe Thorgrim's ever been on a boat before, so this is pretty fascinating for him. So he's just gonna sit down and admire everything, you know, the ocean, the birds, the currently living boat, just everything.
Ayla's just gonna lean against the banister, let the wind go through her hair, and enjoying the sea air. She looks a lot more comfortable, like, on the boat compared to on land.
Weird.
Yes, I'll be trying to comfort Squib and see if I get any more information out of him regarding his night.
What do you say?
Squib,
Huh?
do you want to talk about it?
Not much to talk about.
Do you need pointers if you need another, or any lessons for any next times?
He just slowly looks up and goes, eh?
Do you think you did well?
I don't know.
Do you want to know how to do well? So you know for sure.
You just see his face glowing red as he just grabs his hood, and he just buries his face in the floor.
Oh, it's too bad I can't talk to your friend. Otherwise, I could get more information out of you. Just kind of pats his head.
I'm sure you could speak to Maximus through Squid.
Yeah, that's if Squib allows it.
Yeah, Squib would have to translate, and that's the problem.
Technically, if you could cast Speak with Dead, you could talk to Maximus at any time. No, that was me, the DM, explaining that.
Yeah, I know.
Only Darth was here.
The sudden was the cat. My cat clawing me.
Damn. Christian George was the one that had Speak with Death.
Yeah, I don't have that ability, so. In any case, I'll just. Squib,
No.
can you speak? Can you tell me what? I already forgot the name. The Minotaur.
Maximus.
Maximus. Can you tell me what Maximus says if I ask him any questions?
I'd rather not.
Oh, come on.
No, there's no.
You can trust me. And I really do want to help you out.
It's not you that I have the issue with what will be said.
Jubilee was kind of chuckle a little bit.
I think Maximus would go in detail.
Actually, it is so dead.
Yes?
Would you be able to see Maximus with the glasses on?
Actually, good point.
I don't think it would work, but she puts the goggles on and looks over.
Hold on. I was ill prepared for this situation.
Strange.
But it is.
Considering the see invisibility spell didn't work, I didn't think the goggles would either.
Well, true sight, again, you can see into the ethereal plane. And ghosts
These
are in
aren't
the
true
ethereal
sight
plane.
goggles. They're just see
Yeah.
invisibility goggles.
They're see invisible, but technically you never had see invisible up whenever you were around Maximus.
Yes, I did.
So
The
now you
first
can.
time I met him.
Yeah, during the picnic, they had cast the invisibility beforehand.
I don't. It had run out by that point.
Oh, okay.
Wow. Suddenly, moo.
She looks over, then looks up.
And you see the Minotaur's mouth moving. You can't hear anything that he's saying. Hold on, I need to get Hubert's friend too. You can't hear anything that the Minotaur is saying, but by the gesticulations, you can tell that it is very, very, very explicit.
She watches
Well,
this for a few moments before slipping the goggles off.
now, for some reason, the Illustrator is now red.
Nah, she's just like, she stares for a few moments, then tilts her head slightly, is like, I am surprised, Squid, and then just turns back to the ocean and doesn't say anything else.
Don't mind
What was that,
me.
Illustrator? What was that, Illustrator?
It was nothing.
Alright.
Mark will yell up and just say, Tauntaun.
Tauntaun here from up there?
Yeah, you hear with no problem.
Ah!
Are you done with the sword?
It is a sword of vengeance.
Oh.
It is
Do I know anything else about it, or is it just a sword of vengeance?
The Sword of Vengeance is a +1 to attack and damage rolls made with the weapon. The sword is cursed and is possessed by a vengeful spirit. Becoming attuned with it extends the curse onto you. As long as you remain cursed, you are unwilling to part ways with the sword, keeping it on your person at all times. While attuned to this weapon, you have disadvantage on attack rolls made with any other weapon. In addition, while this sword is on your person, you must succeed a DC 15 Wisdom saving throw whenever you take damage in combat. On a failed save, you must attack the creature that damaged you until it drops to 0. Until you drop to 0 hit points, or it does, or until you can't reach the target with a melee attack.
Huh.
It's possessed by a dead guy, and he's very angry.
He's angry!
It's angry!
Okay.
Why do I hear suddenly a very angry yelling Russian?
My chaotic side is going to do things with that sword, god damn it.
Very vengeance-filled weapons here. Jeez.
Yeah, god damn it.
It also gets jealous easily.
Can you elaborate?
It doesn't like you using things other than it. And if you get hit, you gotta hit the thing.
Until one of you stops.
Well, I was thinking more until one of you dies, but that works too.
I was just preemptively saying a Tauntaun line, sorry.
Oh, that sounds like a terrible choice of weaponry.
True.
Apart from that, it's just kind of a shitty magic sword. It's basically what Patterson has, but with an
No.
angry and jealous dead guy.
Hello, I am Patterson.
Hello, Patterson.
Hello.
Parts of me, god damn it, I really want to try something since technically all of Mark's weapons are inside of him.
Do it. There's nothing that can go wrong if you do it.
When the DM says that, you know everything can go wrong.
That's why
So,
I always
What do you
always
want
roll.
to do with it? There's an entire ocean out here.
I'd suggest selling it.
Oh god.
Oh, God.
I must put that sword inside me immediately.
I'll take care of it,
Get
and he'll ask
in
for
my
the sword back.
bed!
Do you give the sword back to Mark?
Is he gonna climb up and take it?
He'll kind of. I don't know if he can actually climb up that.
Yeah,
It's
there's
a ladder.
there's a ladder you can climb.
Oh yeah, he'll climb up it.
There is-
I'm not throwing a sword at a living ship while I'm at the highest point of it. I'm not that suicidal.
But there is enough room for 2 in the crow's nest.
Alright, Mark will come up and take the sword.
Remember, the angry dead guy in there gets jealous very easily.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from that, there's really no benefits to it, other than just hitting a little better. Overall, I guess it's just a shit trade.
Ah, fuck, okay. We'll do a second one.
Oh, you're just gonna magically give yourself advantage, I see.
Ha.
No, it's for something completely different.
Okay.
Just gonna
Is it on
step-
the worser spectrum or on the better spectrum?
think that's
Do it?
average.
It's like
isn't it?
right in the middle. Yeah, it's like right in the middle, so I don't really know where to go with that.
That's entirely up to you.
I
Fuck
mean, normally have a +1,
Fuck.
so I would say the 10's kind of on bad.
She.
Well, actually, I guess it'll technically be an 11, so he's gonna... Mark's gonna look over to Adosar Day,
Yes.
and he's gonna tell Adosar Day, I want to try to attune to this weapon.
Why?
Tempest did say I have some capabilities that aren't exactly unlocked. However, I want to experiment and see if it will be possible for me to somehow get in contact with the spirit within this sword.
Sounds like a risky move to me. One that doesn't have much of a payoff. Even if you could get in contact with the spirits, who's to say that be willing to speak with you?
Well, people are always willing to cut deals, do different things. I could possibly talk to him and see if there's anything that we can do, or if he has any information.
Your logic makes sense. Do what you will, though I would recommend not doing that. I'd rather just sell the darn thing.
Who would willingly buy a cursed weapon?
That is a very good question. Who on earth would buy a cursed weapon?
I would!
And therein,
And apparently so would you guys!
and therein lies the answer. Someone like Mark and someone like Tauntaun.
I mean,
fair, I didn't know it was
as one
cursed.
who's had his first weapon before, it's really not worth it, guys.
What do you mean? I just like collecting weird shit. I'm not a fucking blade person. You see these noodles?
Just trust me, Mark. It's not usually worth it in the end.
If you feel that the risk is worth the reward, go for it. I simply do not see that being the case in my internal calculations. And then she's gonna go and check on Ricky.
She's sitting on the table, currently swinging her legs back and forth.
How are
She's holding the potion of giant strength.
How are you doing?
I'm fine.
Ever been on a ship before?
Yeah.
Huh. Alright. Well, if you need anything, you know where to find me.
Peanuts.
She'll then head back out.
Mark will follow the advice and just keep the sword, just keep it outside and won't do anything with it.
So, Henderson,
Yes.
what can we expect on the journey?
Hopefully nothing.
Yes, but that's the optimistic version of our journey. What's the pessimistic version?
A lot.
Like?
Well, we can find rocks. Are you
Okay.
aware of what a rock is?
I'm guessing this is a rhetorical question.
No, I am asking if you know what the giant bird called a rock is.
Thorgrim was about to pipe up about as soon as Henderson mentioned rocks, but then her giant bird and was just like, "That's not a rock."
That
That's a rock with an ROC. No K.
oh, that's a confusing name. Why is it called a rock?
I did not name it.
Right.
I simply... In any case, we might encounter some of those. We could encounter more creatures. We could encounter bullywugs. We
Bully
could
what?
encounter bullywugs.
What are those?
frog people.
Oh,
We could also encounter Kuatoa if we are unlucky.
and that is?
An insane fish creature.
Creature singular. How big of an issue is it?
Well, there's more than one of them, but they always tinker on the verge of insanity, and rumor has that they can create gods with their prayers.
Gods?
Gods.
Kotor?
Yes.
Hashtag Lemmy Momo?
She looks a little incredulous at this, but slowly shrugs. Okay.
Maybe I should get that reference.
Also, we could encounter some drowned.
Drowned?
They are undead creatures.
Of course. We have been tussling with undead quite a bit recently.
There's quite a lot in Crestfall. But it shouldn't be anything we can't handle.
Yes, especially with Barnaby. Actually, she gestures to the cannons. Do those fire automatically?
Barnaby, he says, and you just hear a loud boom as one of the cannons just randomly go off.
Good to know.
I was just trying to get him to stop before he shoved that off.
Do we have to, like, load the cannons, or does he load them himself?
He prefers it when we load it, but he can load them. It just takes longer.
Oh, that's cool.
Alright.
And as he says this, you see Henderson do, sort of nod his head toward the cannon that went off, and you see his shadow stretch out before seeming to manifest into a shadow-esque version of himself as it begins loading the cannon.
Is
Whoa.
that Barnaby?
No, that's just me.
She
And
looks
one-
over to Anderson.
Once it's done loading the cannon, it disappears.
The spell you got there?
Not a spell, but it is magical technically.
Huh. Cool.
I told
I
you
can-
he and Hubert's weren't alike.
I can make copies of myself, so to speak.
How many?
Only two.
Convenient.
It used to be only one, but the more I practiced, the more refined it became.
That sounds very, very useful.
It can be sometimes, but most of the time not particularly.
Being in 2 places or 3 places isn't useful?
It's not really me being in 3 places. It's 3 different individuals of me. The better use comes from the fact that I can swap places with them at any time.
Wait, 3 individuals of you?
Correct.
How does that work? So it's not your mind over 3 bodies, but 3 bodies with 3 unique minds?
No, it's hard to explain.
I see.
Just know I can make 2 copies of myself that are not particularly durable.
And how did you learn to do that? Or were you born with it?
I began practicing and just learned how to do it.
Interesting. Can anyone learn how to do it?
I would assume so, with enough discipline.
How long did it take you to learn it?
Years.
Ah,
But, once again, with enough discipline, anybody can learn how to do it.
think you could run me through the basics?
Full disclosure, not unless you're willing to level into fighter.
Ah. Alright, never mind that then.
Fighter, you say?
Yes.
What kind of fighter?
Echo Knight.
Ah,
Congratulations, we found one of the trainers.
Well, I have the wrong subclass for that right now, so
Technically speaking, you can swap subclasses.
What?
Yeah, in Tasha's guide, whenever you hit a level up, you can swap your subclass now.
That's kind of dumb. Well, I guess it could
Oh,
work
that's
for...
dumb. That just seems really... That's interesting to me. It's like,
I think it can work in some instances, but in others, I don't know.
No,
Suddenly you can't find Jubilee because she switched to College of Whispers. It just became rogue light.
I'm gonna come for battle match. So.
In any case, with all hope, we shouldn't encounter anything that we can't handle.
Alright.
That's good.
That's good.
Because I don't know if I'm gonna be able to drag Squib down below if we need to.
He doesn't look like he weighs too terribly much.
No, but without the weight of his embarrassment seems pretty heavy right now.
Adel slips the gloves on to see how Maximus reacts to that.
The goggles, you mean?
Yes.
You see Maximus snickering.
She just takes it off. Right.
Adelsorday, what are you looking at?
Hmm?
You keep putting your goggles on and off. What are you doing?
Adjusting.
Insight check on that.
I don't even know if I want to roll deception.
You really don't.
Nah, not really.
Bullshit
You-
meter going off.
You know something is up, but you don't know what.
Yeah.
Okay, sure. Just say it like that.
She shoots you a
Just in the
cheeky...
tone that says, I know you're bullshitting me.
Now it's her that shoots you a cheeky smile, but doesn't say anything else.
In any case, you can all begin settling down.
Alright.
Good idea. Jubilee will pick up Squib.
Okay.
You might want to learn to stand up for yourself. Otherwise, you're gonna have people like me taking you to a room. Starts walking off with him. Come on, let's go find you a bed. Go to the below deck looking area
Okay.
with him.
Anybody else gonna go?
Yeah, it'll
sorry,
head
go-
down below deck as well.
Go where? Sorry?
Below deck.
Sure.
Let's mark that down there.
It's a lot of damage.
That's a lot of damage.
Alright.
Emotional damage.
Burp. Burp. All of you go below deck. Tauntaun is not going below deck.
Correct, Tauntaun's gonna stay above deck.
Right, and next, when Jubilee does something Aelsorday doesn't like, I'm just gonna hear, I will send you to Jesus.
Oh wow.
Ooh, extravagant.
And with very big tables and chairs, because Barnaby does not do very well with sizing things.
No ladders.
I
You could
feel...
probably use one of these chairs as a bed.
Yes, I feel very small in here.
I don't know. It's got its own charm.
I suppose so, now that we do not
Besides,
have
we
this-
don't want to make Barnaby try to refit for everything. That's rude of us guests.
Well, we're not necessarily guests, we are paying to be chartered.
Right, but to Barnaby, we're guests.
Well, he is a part of the crew. So, not really.
Still, I just want to be nice to him.
Being nice to him is fine as all. Fine and all. Always be respectful. Always be respectful to people that work under you.
Jubilee will be still carrying Squib and just set him on this chair, I guess.
Yeah, surprise. And... Oh, sorry, continue.
I was gonna say Squib comfy.
Yeah.
There we go. Go ahead. Anal something.
Oh no, I was just saying, like, I'm surprised Jubilee didn't call her out for saying someone working under her.
Yeah, well, there's already enough to call you out on. Like how much in denial you are about Hubert still.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what you always say. Doesn't make it any less true.
Hey, Mark, what's your passive perception?
Oh god. 13.
Okay. You begin hearing a clacking and a scraping sound coming from this way.
Mark will kind of turn his attention over and start to head over.
Okay, hold on. You don't need to go that far.
Oh, what
As you turn around and coming up the stairs, you see a giant snapping turtle currently pulling itself up the stairs.
Oh, we were told about this.
And upon seeing you, it just very loudly hisses, going,
Discord didn't pick that up.
"That's fine.
Yeah.
You heard me say that it hissed." It just begins hissing at you.
Mark will take a step back and just say, "Hey, it'll start day."
Yes.
It's a snapping turtle over here.
Yes, just ignore it.
Oh, okay.
It's their friend, I guess.
Question mark?
It just stays on the ship and will not leave.
Oh, okay. Would I even be able to understand if I do comprehend languages?
It's an animal. It's not speaking a language.
Oh, okay.
It is just hissing at you.
You need to speak with animal for that, and even then it's probably saying fuck off.
Bite, bite, bite. Make little turtle. Or eat food for energy to bite, bite. Make little turtles to bite even more.
Mark would just say, and hello to you too, as he kind of just walks back over towards everyone else.
Metal can speaking back.
It will then scrape its way into the kitchen and begin eating.
Yeah, he's probably a little grumpy because he hasn't had breakfast yet.
Snapping turtles eat like more than their body weight.
That probably means he's gonna be in there a while.
So what do the rest of you do?
I want to try and talk to Barnaby.
Okay, you will find this largely unsuccessful.
Barnaby have a thought area?
None that you can read.
Okay. Oh, that's a shame.
What about the rest of you?
Ail's gonna go sit over here.
As always.
Jubilee gets a mischievous grin and decides to inspect maybe something on one of the tables. Is there an item on the table?
There's a plate with food on it.
No silverware?
I mean, where there's plates, there's typically silverware, so yeah.
Okay, because I didn't want to drop a plate on the ground. I'll just look over the silverware and just kind of accidentally drop it like, whoops, and then bend over to pick it up in front of Squib, just to tease him.
Oh my goodness.
Everyone turns his head away. Nope, nope, nope.
Halo's going to rest her hands on the table. Hubert.
Yes, my lady.
I'm sure you've realized by now that we're in a somewhat cramped area. How are you going to get the privacy you need to do, you know?
I will think of that when the need arises.
If you told the others, I don't think, well, they'd probably be pretty against it at first, but I think if you explained it, they wouldn't really much about it.
I would rather not.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand that.
If nothing else, I will simply ask for a private room for me to get away for a little while, and then clean up once I am done.
Try and make sure that you get your privacy. And then she just sighs deeply.
In any case, we'll cross that bridge when we get there.
Ricky's starting to recover, I think.
To some degree.
I'm glad. She seemed very broken the first time we met.
It's rather impressive.
That she's recovering.
How much you've made her recover.
Me?
You don't think it was me, do you?
I think you had some responsibility.
I strongly disagree.
But yes. Makes me think that I can do that with other people in similar situations.
And to whom might you be referring?
You.
You say that as if I am in a similar situation.
You kind of are.
I strongly disagree with that sentiment as well.
Well, you're not free to begin with.
What makes you say this?
Well, the way how you act, you see yourself as a tool, not a person.
Which I am.
See? Another is that you... I hesitate to say you have no free will, because you have some, but it's limited. That's sad. I mean, you've already died for me.
And will again.
Yes, I know. But then if I say the same thing to you, you say...
Say what, my lady?
That would be a waste.
Yeah, I'm so glad you agree with me.
I just hope that someday soon you'll start seeing yourself as a person like Ricky does.
I'm a person. A person that is supposed to serve you.
Yes, but you're more than just someone that serves me. You're your own person too.
And I choose to be the person that serves you.
Are you sure it's really a choice?
Are you sure that it isn't?
Why is it that I'm the diplomat and yet you always use your words to leave me befuddled?
Because, my lady, it is my job to ensure that you... Oh, well, it is my job that you are taken care of in the best means possible. This includes giving you an intellectual to argue with.
Well, I guess in that court you have me beat.
I try.
Yes, but you won't beat me all the time. Then she just leans back in her chair and looks out the window.
Okay, we'll get back to you in just a second.
Yeah.
Jubilee, as you are bending over, you don't really see the reaction, but when you look back, you just see Squibb nonchalantly looking out the window.
Anyways, sits back down.
Wait. Uh-oh.
What's up, Squid?
I need dexterity saving throws from everybody.
Do I see the source of the deck save?
No, you do not. You are not
Oh,
looking out a
boy.
window. But, Adel Sarday, you will get advantage because you do see the source of the thing.
Question: does Tauntaun see the source of the thing? He's still in the
No,
crowd.
you do not.
Well,
Even with advantage, I only get 10.
I got a 3.
Oh, Tauntaun.
I'm the only one who even broke a 20.
Oh, wait, hold on. Hubert needs to roll.
Ship gets hit by something. Tauntaun at the crow's nest.
So is Squib.
Not do so well.
Squib
5
actually.
seconds later.
Squib actually nat 20.
Of course you did. God
So-
damn it, Maximus.
So, Thorgrim, let's see. Basically everybody except, Squib, Hubert, and Jubilee are knocked prone, and Tauntaun, you're gonna take damage because you were actually thrown out of the crow's nest.
Yep.
But Jubilee, as you grab hold of the table, the boat feels like it's come to a sudden stop. You hear a loud creaking as the wood seems to be attempting to give way under the pressure of the sudden stop. And it looks as if Squib is quite literally levitating in the air, something holding the back of his shirt before he is plopped back into the chair.
You alright? Everybody okay?
There's a
Ow.
fucking giant tentacle out there!
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Oh,
fuck.
what now?
Giant tentacle!
Okay,
No, I
everyone.
heard you. I was just kind of hoping I misheard you.
All
We're
right,
gonna need to
everyone.
get to the top.
Top deck.
Yep,
on.
top deck
All hands
now.
on deck.
Hold
I
on,
gotta-
Tauntaun needs his damage.
I gotta roll Tauntaun's damage. Tauntaun's damage is 27.
Ow.
Tauntaun is not looking too good.
As Tauntaun goes for a nice little belly flop. And as you all begin coming above deck, you see 4 massive tendrils currently wrapped around the boat, holding it in place.
Obi, what have you done? You've released it. How could you?
Release the Kraken!
Everyone roll initiative. So Hubert gets to go first. 10, 15, 20, 25.
Oh, we're
He'll
just
go.
doing this one.
Hubert
Alright.
would go to the nearest tentacle. We got 3 minutes. We can do a few turns into it. Hubert will go to
We
the.
started later, so go a little late.
He's got work tomorrow. I don't think we can.
We can,
Oh, okay.
so long as it's good with everyone else.
Yeah,
I'm
sure.
down for that.
I'm down for that.
Hubert
Yeah,
hit
I
1
don't. I
attack,
work.
2 attack, and 3 attack.
How many of those are hits?
Well, all of them. I said he will hit
Good.
with 1, 2, and 3. And he'll expend 2 smites to see how much damage he can do to these bad boys. He'll use 2 second level spell slots. For 24 radiant damage. So a total of a lot. Over 50. I think it's 50. 7? Yeah. No, 52. 52.
Yep.
No. Fuck it. It's enough. It's enough damage. That's all that matters. Thorgrim!
Okay. Again, 25 for movement. 10 for Hubert. Going to try. I'm gonna attack recklessly because I think that this thing is gonna have a problem I'm gonna light my hammer. And I'm going to attack twice with the same hammer. Okay. I
That'll
assume
hit.
that hits. Cool.
Yeah, that'll hit.
That. That.
you sure?
I would assume so. 28.
If it can raise its AC.
By 6 points? That would be amazing.
You don't know how the Kraken do.
I do not know how to crack it.
Okay. Anything else?
I'm gonna also pop pages.
You cannot. You used your
Oh,
bonus
right, I
action.
did. Okay, so that will be all of my turns.
Okay. So, here. And I need a dex save from Tauntaun, Thorgrim, and Mark.
I assume it's the Kraken causing this.
Yes.
Okay, so advantage.
I'll give you advantage, but you can't technically see the Kraken. You only see its tentacles.
Okay. I assumed seeing Kraken's tentacles next to the rest
I'll give it to you anyway. It's fine.
Okay. I mean, I still rolled really well first roll. So.
Tauntaun rolled very poorly.
Yeah, very bad.
Mr. Mark. I think Mark's dead.
No,
Oh,
I'm
there
here.
you. Okay.
What's up?
And I need a dex save from you, bud.
Oh, God.
All right. So, you all begin smelling burning ozone as you look up. As you look at one of the tendrils as it slowly sways before 3 bolts of lightning speed out of it, one heading for Tauntaun, one heading for Thorgrim, and one heading for Mark. Dealing it did 19 points of lightning damage. Thorgrim, you're the only one who made the save for half damage.
Sweet. Nice.
How much was it?
19.
Oh boy, alright. I guess I'll fucking... Wait, is there any... There's no way for me to actually try to block that, is there? Like any of those lightning things?
Not. What do you mean?
Like if I were to... Like with how... I came towards that direction towards Tauntaun, would there be a way for me to block it for Tauntaun?
No.
Okay.
Not with how far Tauntaun is, unfortunately.
Okay.
Cool. Scorp, you got
Yes,
knocked
that-
the fuck out.
God damn it!
So, what you
Is it-
doing, Mark?
Oh, I guess that did hit me. Mark is actually going to... use his reaction to completely nullify that lightning damage.
Okay.
As I guess the person Jubilee fuck. Forgot his name again. God damn it.
Tauntaun?
Squib,
Uh-huh.
yeah. It says Jubilee Squib and Aeosar Day will see you. The lightning start to course through Lark's body. And it'll kind of go up into his eyes as if he kind of just absorbed it in a way.
Alright. So now it's time for tentacle time.
Oh
Oh
no.
boy.
I don't like that. No tentacle time, please.
Tentacle time.
I
And
We've all
believe
seen enough to know where this is going.
Tentacle is going to attack Tauntaun.
What?
Oh no. Oh no.
Hey.
Hope you like calamari.
Yep, it hits Tauntaun.
Okay.
Tauntaun's not that hard to hit!
Like, I'm not even able to do my thing either.
Yeah, Jubilee, you gonna have to heal him or he dead.
Tauntaun, you know, I don't need to tell you the damage because you just have now 2 failed death saving throws.
2?
Oh wait, okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Melee hit counts to 2 of them.
Yes,
Because
Mark.
when you or a creature within 30 feet of you is hit by an attack roll, so I can't actually think and do my... Oh, okay, here's the thing. So I'm gonna invoke my Cloud Rune.
Okay. So you're gonna take the hit instead?
Nope, the other tentacle's taking the hit.
Oh, okay.
Quit hitting yourself. Quit hitting yourself.
Okay. So, this is gonna be funny. So,
Oh.
that tentacle will take 14 points of bludgeoning damage and is considered grappled by the other tentacle.
The fuck?
Sweet.
They're tangled with each other.
He fucking tied the tentacles into a knot.
Jubilee, it's your turn.
Turn was amazing. Okay. Open up the spells. But bonus action to heal the word. Now, if I can only do it correctly.
Roll that d4 and let's see how much you heal for.
8.
Alright. Tauntaun, you wake up with 8 HP.
What a shame! There's another 2 fuckers after me. Or after this.
Well, two of them are kind of stuck to each other right now, so if that helps. I still have a regular action, sir.
Oh yeah, you do. Sorry, my bad. I forgot that's a bonus action.
Now, I have the new ability. Can I use it? Since I was only a bonus action.
You can, but I don't have a good. Yeah, hold on. I'll give you a wolf. So that's the only beast that I have.
I was gonna go with a shark, but okay.
I don't have sharks.
It's
You
a
know-
wolf shark!
We'll use the wolf token as the shark.
Alright.
It's
Figured
a
it might be good for an underwater fight. You need
And
the stats.
no, you're gonna control it. As soon as I can. There we go.
I know. Do you need the stat block for it though?
No, you're gonna control it.
Alright, just to put it out there.
Is it a large or medium? That's the only thing I need to know.
Alright, hold on. Let me pull it up, because I guess I need the stat block for this.
You do need the stat block for it.
So
They
I'm
are very
guessing
fun to know. Called a bestial spirit.
a small beast, so...
Okay, so medium sized work.
But it does have pack tactics, so...
Alright, so yeah, that's under your control now, so you summoned it, and I will let it take its turn during your turn, so now you get to make it do whatever you want it to do.
Alright.
Also, it only has 20 HP.
I was kind of hoping I'd summon it to the one over here, but okay.
Here you go.
Well,
I don't want...
I'll just place it myself if you
There
don't
you
mind. Oh, never mind. So it's gonna move over here, and it's gonna start taking swings. So hold on, I got the stat block up, so I just need a long. Oh, it's got multi-attack. Nice.
Hold on. Is it 20? I thought it was 10 per spell level.
I copied it directly from the thing, so.
Land and water has 30. Okay, so it has 30. There we go.
Yeah, it's... The spirits are just...
Oh, so it has my proficiency bonus. Good to know.
Yeah.
It has multi-attack, but it's a number of attacks equal to half the spell level, which is spell level is 2, so it still only has 1 attack.
So yeah, I'll make the one attack. I'm just looking for the thing. It's like, okay.
The damage is...
Is.
Yeah. The attack is a d20 plus its strength, which is 4, plus your proficiency, which is another 4, so a d20 plus 8.
Okay. But another good thing is that it has pack tactics, and we'll be using it, because 2 allies are within 5 feet of the creature.
Yep.
I forgot what pack tactics does, but does that give me advantage, or what?
It does. It gives you advantage.
Fucking hell!
Alright, so the tentacle is going to use its reaction to counter.
That's painful, man.
It's a real shame. Even I don't get that
Poor
mad.
Sharky.
Yikes.
Not the shark pupper. As shark pupper will take 15 points of bludgeoning damage and is now grappled by the tentacle.
Oh. I put it to 15. Well, that's all it can do.
Alright, so... Other tentacle is going to attack Tauntaun.
I'm trying.
Why though,
here,
man?
Tauntaun looks the weakest.
I get
It
it,
just
but
wants
still.
lunch.
Tauntaun,
I
take-
remember
you take 24 points of bludgeoning damage,
Jesus
Hang down
Christ.
again.
and you are grappled by this tentacle.
that. Yeah, I'm gonna die. It was nice knowing y'all.
This tentacle is currently grappled. It has to use its action to ungrapplify itself. It ungrappled. It can do nothing else except wiggle there menacingly. Mark, it's your turn.
Alright.
Save the wizard. Save the wizard.
I'm gonna get rid of hit up here, but. Alright. The course of electricity that's flowing through Mark's going to now lead down to his feet. You said that only. But the thing that you said me is it really only the one turn?
So you get to pick one of the choices every turn. But yes, it only lasts for one turn.
Oh, okay, so I get this for 5 turns. Okay, so this turn is going to
Yeah,
channel
you-
electricity.
You get to choose for 5 turns in a row. You just get to pick only one of the effects each turn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I guess that bolt of electricity is going to tilt towards his legs as he is going to pretty much in, I guess, somewhat lightning speed be right here next to Tauntaun. And he's going to pull out his great sword. You know, actually, okay, he's actually gonna fucking, no, not the great sword, he's gonna fucking giant smite himself with bonus action.
Imbigonate! Wait, imbigonate! Oh shit, I was supposed to...
Exterminate. Exterminate.
He is going to try to out-grapple this creature and get Tauntaun out of its hands.
Okay, I have to roll squibs. Yeah, good job, Squib. You did great.
Oh, Squib's trying.
Let's see. Squib gets to go right after the last tentacle. Alright, so roll an athletics. And you will have
advantage, or
Yeah, you will have advantage because you're huge. Well, you're big. Alright, so you basically grab the end of the tentacle holding Tauntaun, just squeezing and tear Tauntaun out of its grip with like it's nothing.
And he's then going to set Tauntaun behind him.
Looks at the other 3 tentacles.
Or I guess he's going to set Tauntaun towards. I want to toss him, that'd be bad.
You sure?
Pretty much try to set him like right, like behind him, and say, you know, Patterson, if you're able to, try to get him to Adelsar Day and Jubilee.
Hello.
Sorry, you're going to
And
what?
take that as a. I told him to try to get Tauntaun over to Adelsar Day and Jubilee.
Okay.
Which he replied, hello.
Yeah, no one does that about Patterson. He's usually dumb.
Alright, so anything else, Mark?
He's actually going to. Fuck it, he's gonna action surge and now swing on it with the greatsword.
Okay. That'll hit. Let's see. So you deal...
Oh, some of that can probably go. I don't know what.
I think you only deal 13, correct?
It'll be 15 because of the dueling. Oh, shit, no, never mind. So, yeah, it's only 13.
13! Alright.
And then the d6. 14.
Because of your Invigonate.
No. Second attack.
That will not hit. So as you swing the second time, you hit one of the scaly protrusions on the tentacle, and you just can't seem to cleave into the flesh.
Huh. Okay. And that'll be his turn then.
Okay. Tauntaun, roll a death save. Alright, you have one success. 10, 15, 20. Hello, I'm
Not
Patterson.
gonna lie, I was half expecting a nat one.
As Patterson just very quickly sprints over, grabs Tauntaun, and just drags him across the deck.
How many splinters am I getting?
Not enough to deal damage. Right, tentacle that has been walloped by Thorgrim, and Hubert gets to take its turn. As it's going to wallop Thorgrim for good measure. Thorgrim,
Yes.
you take 23 points of bludgeoning damage,
Owie.
and you are currently grappled by the tentacle.
That's not good. I'm not a fan of that.
Alright, so it moves to Squib's turn. Squib just kind of looks around in a panic before looking to Thorgrim and begins muttering to himself. Thorgrim, you feel a spell beginning to take effect. Do you allow it to?
Do I know who's casting it?
No.
I'm going to assume it's one of my allies, like Adel or something, so sure.
Ah!
Oh shit!
You have been enlarged. You have been enlarged by Squib.
Oh my god,
You're-
he's 6 feet tall.
You hear this loud bellowing,
Super
thank you!
Now imagine if Tauntaun was awake and was able to hit him.
Right. So that's all Squib can do. Is
that-
that
How does this upgrade?
You have advantage on strength saves and athletics checks, and you get to roll an extra d4 every time you deal damage.
Excellent.
Alright, so it is time for Henderson to go. Henderson is going to use his bonus action first and foremost. To create copies of himself. One next to Squib. And one over here. He and his copies will then pull a large rifle from his back before taking aim. He and one of his copies will aim at the tentacle currently grappling Thorgrim. And with two very loud bangs, they will fire both rifles.
Hopefully not into my back.
And he will hit. The first attack will deal 17 points of damage. The second will fire, and as this second bullet hits, you hear a very loud roar of pain as the tentacle submerges itself in the water.
So what happens to me?
You land on the deck of the ship.
Ow.
He essentially beat the tentacle.
Thank you.
His second copy will then fire its payload at the other tentacle, dealing 29 points of damage to it. The regular Henderson will then pull a revolver from his hip and take a 4th attack at the tentacle, the last tentacle to the south. He will hit, dealing 7 points of piercing damage. He will then action surge and fire off 4 more from his revolver.
See, this is what I want to do eventually.
Be able to action fire?
No, to be able to do like 8 attacks around.
I mean, if you're hasted, it's a lot more. And if you're dual wielding, then you get an extra one. You a total of 4, 5, 6.
As you watch as Henderson begins unloading his revolver into the tendril, as another very loud roar of pain is heard as it also submerges into the water.
Although, I will say one thing. Echo Knights are by far the most terrifying fighter. Because Unleash Incarnation is a thing.
True, but again, they're samurai who's like, I feel like having advantage whenever the fuck I want.
I feel like having advantage whenever the fuck I want and making literally 24 attacks a turn.
No,
Yeah.
you see, it's not even about the attack amount. It's the fact that an Echo Knight can pretty much attack from whatever space they're in and can flank on their own.
Well, no. Not technically, no.
You don't
Alright.
have creatures.
I am going to shoot.
Oh wait, hold on.
Hmm?
Speaking of
Yeah, you
what
should have
Anton says,
those
he has 2 more attacks,
Oh, okay.
which he will deal.
Yeah, it's 1 incarnation per
26.
attack.
26 more damage to the tentacle up north. Now it's your turn, Hail Survey.
Alright, I am going to shoot a guiding bolt at this motherfucker.
One.
Does
They
that
left or
hit?
right?
Oh,
It does not.
left.
It does not hit though.
Oh boy. Oh, wait, actually, hold on. Distance. Oh, nope. Didn't get seeking. Oh well. Then I am going to do. Alright, I am going to spend some of my, what's it called? Sorcery points. Head over here. I'm going to cast. Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that will be 2d8 plus 3. Wow. Oh,
Anton, you regain 7 HP.
I feel like 7 patties.
oh boy, what a waste. Could have been better.
Could have been, but now I'm alive, and hopefully I don't die again.
Alright, Hubert time. 20, 30. He will use his bonus action to teleport away. And we'll rush the next to last tentacle. And with 3 attacks hitting, he will roll his damage. Dealing a lot, dealing 48 damage in total. Torgrim time.
Dorkrim time! Smash! Dorkrim just goes charging to the other side of the boat. There we go.
Barnaby. To the other side of Barnaby. They have a name.
Spend a key point to take a dash action because I can't quite make it there with my old move. And I'm going to make 2 reckless attacks on Tentacality. Oh, wait, I picked the wrong warhammer. Shit, sorry.
The Tentacalamari.
And second hit. Oh, second one doesn't.
Second one does not hit.
That's it. So I'm going to and fuck it, I'll pop my action surge.
Didn't you use your action surge last turn?
I did not.
I will take your word for it, because I do not.
No, I did not.
Okay, so pop that action surge button.
I will do that. So, 2 more things. That's okay. That's
That is it.
so, 1 more is off. That is 9 plus 3 plus 4, 5.
All right. So as you hit it with your last one, you hear a third roar of pain as this one submerges.
And I turn and give a gigantic thumbs up to Hubert.
Hubert will nod to you.
That's
Okay. Then I accidentally deleted her off the initiative order. Whoops.
whoops daisy.
Don't worry, I remember where she was. She was right at the top. She was topping Jubilee, as they say. All right. So after a few minutes, you all hear muffled screaming coming from the last place you saw Ava disappear, but it's not screaming in fright. You can tell that it's screaming in anger.
Oh. Where's the rum gone?
And
Where's the rum gone?
you hear the door kick open as she comes out, and she goes, "What blasted motherfucker is attacking Barnaby?"
Just points at the tentacle.
And then you watch as she pulls out a revolver, which is glowing slightly, before she pulls her hand over the hammer of it, and she fires all 6 shots rapidly.
Fire away, Captain.
She's fanning the hammer on it.
She is fanning the hammer, actually.
Gunslinger?
No, she just has a feat that's called fan the hammer.
Fucking dope.
A feat that I created for people who don't want to be gunslinger but want to shoot gun. She's also going to use a bonus action and add a smite into this.
Whoa, what?
Eldritch Smite or Paladin Smite?
Cleric smite.
Oh god! It's a war cleric, get to hit the deck!
It's a war cleric who can smite with her revolver.
Oh
yeah,
god.
actually hit the deck, she might hit you.
Holy smiting bullets.
It's quite
This
literally
is the cleric, this, you know when they warn you about the cleric who's tired of healing you? This is what they warned you about.
It's quite literally. I'm usually a healer, but Cock's gun.
So, as she just busts out, kicking the door down, you all hear 6 very rapid shots as chunks and pieces are torn out of the tentacle that Mark was wrestling, and she tears it to shreds, as it doesn't even seem to exist anymore.
Okay then,
You know,
I'm gonna take Tauntaun and go below deck so we can patch him up.
You all then begin hearing a rumbling.
Yeah, there's got the head of the thing has got to be around here somewhere.
No.
Why?
As you see the water beginning to bulge slightly as wherever the tentacles came from seems to have taken notice to you and wants to come say hi.
Fucking told you.
Captain.
I know where these came from.
If you enjoyed the video, feel free to like, subscribe, and maybe watch some more. Be seeing ya.